Hello, folks. How are we doing? Are we good? I'm bloody brilliant. I am wearing the Minecraft Liverpool shirt. I have a weird affinity, I realised, with alternative non-home kit Liverpool shirts. I'm trying to think that I think the last time I owned a red Liverpool kit was like 5 years ago. I feel like they just don't really age. So, get all the weird and wonderful ones that change all the time. How are you doing, though, everyone? How are we? Are we good? I'm sure you've seen the match change stuff, but did you see the lower league version? I did, Elven Mage. I did. I'll be honest, I feel like if you need two different versions of the match engines for different levels, it's a little bit flawed. And because my next save game's going to be one in Gibraltar, where hopefully we'll be playing Gibraltarian football against, vastly worse opponents at points, but then also playing in the Champions League, it feels weird to me that you'd need two match engines for that kind of save game. That's just where I'm at. But what a game today. What a game. Am I going to finish the season until it's completely safe? Good question. I can do a cool thing here, chat. I showed this the other day on stream. But if someone asks me a question, I can click this, and it appears on stream. That was the wrong message. But you know what? That's a great message. This one's the one I wanted. It's vanished. I've broken it. Is it going to work? Stephen, for some reason, your message is just the one that wants to pop up, and I have no idea why. This one. Are we going to finish the season or until we're completely safe? We'll see what the vibes are. Obviously, we could be safe in a few games, which would be really nice. Our only game is against AC Milan today, who are top, so I suspect it's not going to be entirely straightforward. But yeah, we're kind of just going to go with the vibes today. That's the plan. Chat, Stephen, specifically. Not just chat, just Stephen. Mate, thank you for the Prime. Jeff wanted to share his money with you, mate. 20 months of the Prime. Appreciate it. The Holy Pineapple. Watch it on YouTube at something here. Up the Gibraltar League. Exactly. The Holy Pineapple knows. Appreciate the love as well. And STI Harold, mate, you subbed for 21 months in a row. Before I was even live here, chat, I said I was going to stream at 7. Guess who decided to jump in the shower at 7 minutes to 7? Yep. That's what we call time management, folks. I mean, I'm only a little bit late. I'll be honest. I got out of the shower with 2 minutes to 7. And I thought, well, I'll fire up the stream. It'll go live at 7. And then I hit the go live button on the YouTube part of the multi-stream, and the button just didn't work. It was like there was just red flashing lights and we were going into meltdown or something, like in a power plant. The YouTube button just didn't work. So I pressed it a second time and then it worked because technology. Turn it off and on. Am I married now? I am. I joined the married man meta, as I believe the kids call it. What's your first save in FM25 going to be, Jack? I'll tell you what it was going to be, and this might be controversial. It's going to be Manchester United. Manchester United just look like a fun team at the moment, don't they? Fun to watch as a non-United fan. I feel like there's a lot you could do with their team. Ziggy, mate, thank you for the Prime. Coming in with the whoop whoop. Dranzy Olive, great username. Thank you for the Prime. And Baphometer as well. Thank you for the Prime. First time Prime subs. I love it. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Experiences with the match ends. Do prefer the original, however. Did like the lower league and the unhinged tweak sanity edit. Love free kicks being booted backwards, leading to an opposition corner. You see, what you've done there, the medical guy, has really put me off the idea of using these match engine mods. Like, credit to the people who make them, right? But I feel like people over... There's like this weird mindset where, because of the FM delay, people kind of want to use any opportunity as a situation to kind of shit on SI. And so these match engine mods come out, and people are like, oh, look, they've improved it. It's like, but have they actually improved it, or is it just different? And is it even actually an improvement? That's not to say it can be an improvement, but I feel like sometimes it's overblown. Like, there was a Reddit post before the mod came out, and it was like AI had written it for them, and it was like it was like an M&S advert, but for a Football Manager mod. Do you know what I mean? And look, don't get me wrong, be proud of the community-driven projects, and if you're working on those projects, please keep going. You can only get better, you'd like to think, with the more time that's put into it. But like, there's this weird mindset of, why didn't the developers do this? Why is it so easy for the community to fix it? And actually, when you play it with respect, it's not better. It's just different. I think a lot of the time. When is FM getting released? Probably end of this year. There'll be a Football Manager. Are you early or late? You're early. You're just in time. We're just having a nice little, little chat to start the stream chat. We can just bond together, you and I, just a little meeting of minds. What do people think of the Liverpool City game? It was a weird game. Like, it was interesting from a tactical point of view, but it wasn't a classic. Like, I loved it, just to be clear. Like, great game management, but there was part of me that was like, I kind of miss when these games were a bit more chaotic. Like, it didn't ever really get spicy, which is just a bit of a shame, really. When was the last time I got relegated at FM? It might be Towel or Town. Can you recommend a save game idea? Just finished a save with Bedford. Red Star. Red Stars, that's the team I'd recommend. Jack, could you be releasing the save file for this game just out of interest? Love watching streams on YouTube. You know what? I hadn't really thought about sharing this Udinese save, but if there's anyone who wants to keep it going, we could definitely do that. A win doesn't have to be a classic. I mean, that is literally it, isn't it? Like, sometimes you got to enjoy just a win. Sometimes you got to win just cleanly and simply, and like in a non-dramatic manner. Anyway, chat, how's your weekends been? I'll be honest, I went out for a little bit yesterday. I have spent most of my weekend just playing Minecraft. I'm like in my once every other year Minecraft phase. I got YouTube videos recommended on the concept of a Minecraft forever world. Like the idea you set up a world in Minecraft and then whenever you come back to Minecraft, you play on the same world. For some reason, I was inspired. So I've absolutely been smashing it, no lifing it. Depending on how quickly we wrap up things here at Udinese, Minecraft, ? Maybe. I'd love to see another network save game again, but with more guys. To be honest, 4 people is like pushing it with network games. Like, it takes long enough with Z. I love Z, but he's a bit slow playing the game. Like, there's a reason why no network game has happened amongst like large FM creators with more than like 4 people. Bigger isn't always better. Jack, as a Cardiff fan, we should always appreciate any sort of win. You know what? That's fair enough. I was in Cardiff last year. I got sunburnt in October in Cardiff. Yeah, I'm pasty. Also, chat, I got a random bruise on my arm, and I don't know where I got it. I don't know if can you see that on camera? I don't know what I did to my arm. Like, this is it, like 3 days. What? I'm quite a pasty, pale guy. What? How do I not know how that bruise happened? Like, that's not a little bruise. Like, it was a bit purple the other day. I just don't know how I did it. It's in a weird spot. It's like where I rest my arm when I use a keyboard and mouse. And I'm wondering if I got annoyed playing Minecraft and slammed my arm down and just didn't realise. What punched you while you're asleep? I mean, she sleeps on the left side, you know? Just, if you ever wondered, chat, what side of the bed I sleep on, I'm the righty guy. So she would have had to really reach over to whack me on that side. It's a weird, I don't know. It's a shiner though, isn't it? Sorry if you spoke about this already, but have you heard about what happened to Lucca in the Udinese game? I haven't talked about it. I saw loads of you tagged me in it, and I loved it. It was also the top post on Reddit, so I did see it that way. But I love it when people send me stuff. The only Jared dude, thank you for the prime. Yeah, do people see what happened in the real life game? Lorenzo Lucca, like in the 35th minute, I think he won the penalty, but he's not the designated penalty taker for Udinese. That is Florian Tovan. Who in game, by the way, has 13 penalty taking and is the captain, if I'm not mistaken. Lucca took the penalty, scored it, no one celebrated with him, and then he got subbed off by the manager in the first half. So, it was his 10th goal of the season, and I have a conspiracy theory that is that he maybe had a goal bonus for 10 goals, and maybe he just wanted to get the bonus secured. Is that too much of a conspiracy theory, chat, or is that I feel like that's my theory. To be fair, Tovan's missed like 2 to 3 pens this year. This is new information. Cousin must have had a bet on him scoring. Look, maybe it was his cousin's birthday. They do both have 13 penalty taking, chat. In fact, if we just compare the two, look, let's take the very scientific approach here, shall we? Penalty takers. Tovan versus Lucca. I mean, Lucca has the 2 better finishing and they have the same composure and penalties. All I'm saying, maybe Lucca's sensible. But either way, it's kind of wild. What about the draft versus mode you used to do, Ben? That'd be fun. The 1v1 stuff. I feel like if there was a new game, I'd be more on board with it. I love multiplayer FM, but I think one of the biggest issues with the current match engine is it's been the same match engine since like November 2023. So I think it's a little bit solved. Football Manager is definitely the best way for them to decide this. If I was Luke, I'd be going into the meeting on Monday where you're definitely about to get told you're getting sold in the summer and say, yeah, I've got the better finishing though. Jack versus Top Network game. Starting the Vanarama National North/South. It's a race to greatness. I can only assume, Dodgy D-Pad, you've never done a network game in your life. It's a lovely idea, like, to do with friends if you're not a content creator. Like, the amount of time you have to play with, like, a network game playing at the same time, like, it's not a small time commitment, chat. I like the fact people enjoy, like the idea of multiplayer FM, and I'm sure there will come a time for it. I like with the network game, some people were saying you should, excuse me, you should start it again and you should all start in the National League. I'm sat thinking it won't be done till FM30 at that rate. Am I going to make any other saves in FM24 after the Gibraltar save? So I think my plan is the Gibraltar save will be kind of the stream save. And then on YouTube, we'll do shorter term saves. A bit like the Union Berlin save, a bit like Atalanta. For those of you who enjoyed those kind of slightly different save games, I'm thinking something along those lines on YouTube next after Wanderers. I feel like I've done so many long-term saves in FM24. I kind of like the idea of doing some shorter-term ones where I can use more kind of real-world footballers as opposed to just loads of regens. We go. Okay, great username, mate. Thank you for the prime. First-time primer as well. A Meticular, Metalaya Yanto. Where did I get Meticular from? I just added in a C there from nowhere. Mate, thank you. I'm sorry I can't read your name. I'm just incompetent. Reading's hard. Hope you're not getting sick again. I'm not getting sick. I drank water and it went down the wrong way. Jack, maybe an FM World Cup style competition against Discord members. I think like the level of effort needed to pull off something like the FM World Cup, even like hosting it as a competition for fun, like I just wouldn't be able to actually focus on my actual videos as well. Sadly. Taylor JF, mate, thank you for the prime as well. Loads of people subbing. I appreciate the love, guys. Really, really do. Been watching you on and off since like 2015. First stream I could catch. Hey, love to hear it. Right, let me do a catch up for people who are new to this save game because you join us for the final stream of Udinese. This was just a short-term save. We started it on Monday. We were bottom at Christmas. We actually found ourselves outside the drop zone with 6 games left. The opening game, though, is against AC Milan, who are absolutely running away with the title. I mean, if I go to past positions here, you can see how we've risen. We took over. When did we take over? I think it was the Lazio game. I think it was game week 18. We have really turned around the fortunes of Udinese here since that Lazio game. I'm pretty sure that's the game we came in for, since it is the game after Christmas. And we've kind of done it our way. We've been having fun with our team, it has to be said, this year. Why is Mane at complete forward, chat? Oh, I changed his role because he wasn't doing anything. It's coming back to me now. Racing Santander's underrated save. Hard agree. The Japan save game we did last year, really underrated. The issue is people go, Jack, do Park to Prem abroad. And then I point out the fact I've done it in both Spain and Japan and no one watched them. So it's a bit of an awkward, like, hard sell. Sadly. Am I going to play F124 or FIFA? Probably not F124. I don't really play the racing F1 games, to be honest. I actually own them, and I play them for like a week at the start of the year. I do some time trials at the Red Bull Ring, and then I call it a day. That's my F1 experience for this year, at least. Might play some EAFC on stream at some point, chat. Like this year, obviously I want to be doing more streaming of Football Manager kind of in my content. Especially because we've now got 8 more months. I think it just helps to keep it fresh, kind of having a different kind of content I can do that I know I really enjoy. But I have been playing a little bit of EAFC. I've qualified for champs this weekend and I've not even started it. And you know what, I might save it for next weekend, you know, for my mental health and stuff. Is that former Man City striker Negredo at CDM? You bet your bottom dollar it is. This man, I've trained to be a regista. I was mocked for this move. Look at him. Unconvincing as a DM now. He's learning it. 5 goals in 10 games. Yeah, 4 of them are penalties. And what? So that's quite fun. Do a short-term save and see if you do better with Feyenoord than Arnie Slot did. I mean, to be fair, Feyenoord are doing work this year in real life. Feyenoord was actually on my list of teams that I might do a short-term save game on after Wanderers. Try and win a Champions League with them. And I've never managed in the Netherlands on YouTube, which is kind of mad to say. Greatest Regista of all time, Negredo. Facts. Absolute facts. T-Paz, thank you for the Prime. And also, Nico, thank you for the Prime. There's loads of people sitting with the Prime for the first time. Guys, I really, really appreciate it. I realise that I've not been tweeting out the stream lately when we're streaming. Chat, shall I tweet out the stream? Or X out the stream? That sounds sexual, doesn't it, really? Xing out the stream. We're not Xing out anything, but I've forgotten to tweet out the stream the last 3 days. I tweet out, hey, I'm going live in like half an hour. Never actually then tweet it out because I'm incompetent. Live on Twitch and... why am I writing in all caps? We don't need to scream. Live on Twitch and YouTube. Why is typing hard? Right, I've done it, chat. I've tweeted. That was really difficult. Thank you for supporting me through that. Also, shout out to all the YouTube watchers watching right now. Appreciate you guys watching on YouTube and Twitch. We've been multi-streaming all of this week, and I've been enjoying it. I feel like the viewing experience is hopefully fairly seamless, regardless of what platform you're on. And I can kind of see all the comments and stuff still. What about the Hexagon Challenge you wanted to do a couple of years back? I never promised a hexagon. I believe there was a pentagon suggested at one point. Is the Prem all but Liverpool's now? Yes. Oh, chat. Empoli lost. Como drew. A win here, we go above Como. Empoli bottle us. I say that. They've just lost Inter Milan. We're taking on AC Milan. It's probably not going to be good here. I'm using the Sort It Out SI database update, not the FM Scout one. Okay, chat. Forsby's back. Hallelujah. Is this our best 11 right now? Oh, Kamara's back. I should probably bring Kamara back in. Do I play Kamara at Cam? That's the next question I've got to decide here. Not Kamara at Cam. Kamara at left wing. I'll tell you what, he's been way better than Zamora in his last 5. Our actual form in our last 5 games has been banging going forward. Defensively, we can't do anything. A Man United rebuild might be a good idea for a save game on YouTube. I was just saying, if FM25 had come out, my plan was to do a Manchester United save game. I don't know if I'd go straight into a United save game after Wanderers, just because it'd be back-to-back saves in England. But if we do like a 5 to 6 season-long save with Feyenoord or something else around Europe, maybe in the summer once Amarin's been sacked, I'll go and be United manager for a bit. How tall's the libero? 6'9". I'm glad that you asked. Who did I buy in the January window? Too many people. Negredo, Alexandra Pato, Forsby, lots of players. Mane's been pretty massive in keeping us up, to be fair, alongside Lucca. Lucca's not been kind of that great, I'll be honest. Since I came in, I feel like he's done worse. When did I come in as manager? Is it still on this? I came in for this Lazio game here. I think he's got 4 goals since I took over, which, considering our turnaround, really implies he's not been a part of it. What's the rules in Italy with non-EU players? Oh my, it's too complicated for me. I couldn't even tell you. I couldn't explain it. Ignacio, Reinders. This is, I'll win it. Profundi, a counter now. Counter. I was going to say we've got numbers. We've not really got numbers, but we've got the ball. Soleil, the circus, stepping out. Look at this. Look at the movement. Oh, Mane. Who's the Mane? You're the Mane. This is nice. This is pretty. They're top of the league. Lucca's big. He's headed it against the crossbar. Pato used to be an FM wonder kid years ago. I mean, I'm not being funny. To call Pato just a failed wonder kid feels like a massive misselling of this man's career. Like, let's look at all the stuff he's achieved here, chat. This man, like, is an absolute baller. Like, granted injuries ruined his career. Like, he's won the Club World Cup. He's won the Confederations Cup. He's won the Lamar US. Actually, that happened. No, he did win it with Orlando City FC. And he won the European Golden Boy. To just say Pato was good in FM years ago, that feels very rude. Is Lucca on penalties? No, Negredo is. And if Lucca takes them off him, I'll be fuming. Profundi. I don't know why he's shot. You know what? I'm going to turn on the fan. Oh, don't get me wrong, chat. Pato didn't fulfill his potential, but it's not like he didn't play. He played 35 games for Brazil. Like, let's not pretend he failed as a footballer. Also, can you guys hear the fan now? You can, can't you? That fan is too loud. Why are you so loud? It's okay. My team don't need me as a manager right now. They'll be fine. Wait, did we just give away a penalty while I was fixing the fan? That is suboptimal. That is, Right, you know what? Karius. Teo Hernandez is taking it. You've let that go in through your hands, son. What is that? Lord Karius. I mean, I don't... He has got a fingertip on it, to be fair. It's not great, is it? It's not great. Look, turn off the fan, you've lost the momentum. Maybe the fan is the reason we conceded. I'm willing to blame the fan. They tell me I've got no fans. I'll tell you what, I've got one off camera and it's lovely. Lucca. Negredo. I'll tell you what, the average height of our team is bloody massive. Oh no, João Felix is quite good, isn't he? That is... No. They've sweated that. That is a ratty move. If you play EFC, I'm just closing the game after that. What is that? That's just ratty. I mean, Negredo, some people will point at Negredo's pass there as being the issue. No, it was really well read by Milan, to be fair. I don't think I can blame Karius for that one. I was able to catch any of the Four Nations face-off. I watched the Canada v USA final. I watched the game between them in the groups as well. And I caught the 1 o'clock afternoon games, but I didn't stay up for all the games that were on late. Okay, you know what? It's only 2-0. They're top of the league. We can still come back, chat. I mean, it's very unlikely, and I have to accept that and admit that now, but we could still come back. I'm going to move Kamara forward, winger on attack, Di Silvestri forward, winger on attack. That's my plan. Hey, what chat today is volunteering at a shelter. Feeding people. She's feeding people without a house instead of me. I'll let you decide if that's wholesome or like grounds for divorce. I think it's probably a bit of both. I ate breadsticks for lunch, chat. That's how I'm taking it. And I might go get another pack of breadsticks because Tamori scored and it's 3-0. And it's just an absolute disaster. I should also explain for new viewers, Wok is my wife. Her name isn't actually Wok, but online she goes by the name Wok the Space because she really likes cooking. Yeah, I'll be honest, we've been mugged off by a 4-4-2 here, haven't we, really? People are saying, I mean, to be fair, on the one hand, yes, they are playing a basic 4-4-2. On the other, they are top of Serie A, and our team is shit compared to theirs. Turn off the fan, you might make a comeback. If this works, I've turned off the fan. I don't know if you heard the beep of it turning off. Mane's cutting in, so imagine. Right, the fan is not going on. If I have to sweat it out, I sweat it out. What's happening? Right, the fan is cursed. It's official. The fan is actually cursed. Also, I love the fact the person who said turn off the fan is called Work the Space Fan. I assume they're just a fan of me as opposed to literally it's the fan messaging me. I mean, to be fair, people can watch the stream on a fridge now, so maybe it is the actual fan. I mean, at this point, chat, right, we actually have to do something kind of radical in this game, I think, to have a chance. I guess the question is, how radical do I get? I'm going to take off Negredo. I know. Boo me if you want to. It's completely understandable. I'm going to bring in Alexander Pato. Tovan's going to come in and play attacking midfielder. I'm going to add some instructions onto him. Hold up ball, move into channels, take more risks. Tovan, I need your creativity. Am I bringing in Sanchez as well? I'll tell you what, this might be my oldest team I've ever had on a save on YouTube. Like, this team is old. I am taking a gamble now. I kind of feel like we need to. We're going to look in possession to play really narrow and force it through the middle. We've got to up the directness here, but we're going to try and get it to Sanchez and Tovan because I think if I can get in behind their two-man midfield, I can kill them. But we are going to leave ourselves exposed. But that, you know what? This is what Italy's all about, as someone has pointed out in the chat. In Italy, you have a mental breakdown, and as long as you've got a free at the back still, it's basically a legitimate tactic. Like that's how I feel like football should be perceived in Italy. Fofana whips it in. Jovic heads. You see, if the fan had been on, maybe he scores that. To be fair, Chukwueze still got it. Good tackle, Soleil. Look at our team. Like, the average age of my subs that I've brought on there is old. Official terminology. Sanchez, Tovad, Pato. The combined age must be pushing 100 there. Calling a team old, they're the same age as us, Jack. Just sad. I'm not being funny. Like, I'm not 39 like Negredo is. I'm not that old. But I am an old man, chat. It's true. I'd be selling myself if I was a Football Manager player. Carl Walker in Italy just feels weird, doesn't it? Jovic, he scored. Well, you know what? I'm putting the fan back on because apparently that has nothing to do with it. What's the most I've lost a game in Football Manager? I once did a save game called Ruining Man City where I intentionally lost by as much as possible. It was over 100-0. So, yeah. Over 100-0. Now, bizarrely, there is still actually quite a lot of time here. I think it's time to put our 6'9" Prince up front and just see what he can do. In possession, float the crosses. Just float them. We love a floater. Right. Di Silvestri. I mean, it's just not good, is it? I feel like this game's done, chat. I took Negredo off and it all went wrong. Coincidence? I don't know. I don't like this. Sotil. You know what? Goal difference doesn't matter. Whoa, Elon! Did you just see the salute he did? Maybe it was a Roman salute. Maybe it was a... Chad, did you see that? Chikweze, are we okay? There was a little bit of Elon Musk in that moment. Look. I know we're in Italy, but come on, lads. Interesting. Right, we've got a corner. Where's Torre? He's not under it. There's 4 men marking him. They know the game plan. Forsby. Alexis Sanchez. How has that not gone in? Okay, rebound. Right, we still got a chance. I just realised Chukwueze is a right winger. All makes sense. It works on so many levels. And now chat's made the same joke as me and I look unoriginal. I failed. I mean, that is a weird goal, but we'll take it. We will take it. We've scored 2 shots, 2 goals from 4 shots. We've got another chance here. Momentum has swung, chat. Momentum has swung. Okay, it's not swung. It's over, innit? That is that. I mean, we're giving them a bloody... Chat, what is this formation? What is this? I don't know. You know what? We gave we've scored 2 at the San Siro. That I've told the players they've done proud, and they all hate me. They all want to murder me. Look, I thought we did okay, but apparently not. Did Como win? Como drew against Cagliari. That's a little bit annoying. Was our head-to-head against Como? Head-to-head is the thing that matters. We beat them 4-2. We lost them 1-0. We have the head-to-head, chat. We have the head-to-head. Sancho's, Pato, and Toven's combined age is 103. There you go, chat. Maybe that's where I went wrong. I'll tell you what, my team is old, innit? Bafundi's been poor lately. I'm going to bring in Sanchez for this next game against Hellas Verona. Also, Hellas Verona to me just doesn't sound like a real football team. It sounds a bit, you know, like when you put in some placeholder text that has the Latin text. Which I guess would make sense considering we are in Italy, that Hellas Verona might be somehow vaguely Latin. Will you be able to get the Gibraltar Apex database? I will be sharing it with, the viewers, so you guys can play along as well if you want to do a similar save game. I do have Sadio Mane. He was great for 2 games. He's been very quiet since. Oh, is it Greek, chat? Hellas means Greece in Greek. So there's a Greek team playing in Italy. That shouldn't be allowed. That just shouldn't be allowed. I'll tell you what. Oh, I thought someone had stolen one of our physios. We've stolen one of Salentina's. Or Salina. I can't say the team's name. Let's just move on. Just pretend that never happened, chat. That doesn't have to make the edit of the video, does it, Harrison? Edit that out. Good job. Yeah, to be fair, actually, Mane did score a really good goal last game, but I missed the first half of it because I was fixing a fan. So I actually don't know how far he ran with it. Also, chat, if you use my skin, have you ever noticed this button here? Have you ever clicked on this button? Because I don't do it enough. Do people know what this button does? This button might make people use my skin. I'm going to say it right now. Are you ready for this? Boom. Gives you a complete rundown of the opposition for the next game and how they've been playing and your last 5 games. All from the tactics screen. So I can now see what the tactic they're playing and then change my tactic accordingly. So for example, we know they're going to play a diamond. And if we look at their strengths... Okay, Nicholas Valentini is their key man. He's quite good, to be fair. Montipo is good in goal. Am I scared? No, he's not good. He's not good. We'll be fine. Relegation scrap approaches final battle. Here it is, folks. I'll tell you what, Genoa have lost 5 in a row. To be fair, they are still 7 points ahead of Empoli. Right, so who plays who here? Our last games, Hellas Verona, we play a lot of bottom half teams, but they're all away from home. I mean, Cagliari are bottom. We have to beat them. Empoli's remaining games. I mean, they have Juve and Napoli. But their game against Lecce could be kind of big. Lecce's remaining games aren't easy. In fact, when you look at it, have we got the easiest end to the season here? Como's end to the season is brutal. Their next 3 games are bad. We have got 3 away games. I mean, a lot of the teams have 3 away games, to be fair. What's going to be a points total that keeps you safe? How many points are Empoli getting? Like 7 at a push? I think 2 wins should be enough for us. Do I think Negredo will learn to play DM before the season ends? I hope so. He's actually been learning it very quickly, to be fair. Hello, Mr. The Space. How do you change the name of your new stadium without the editor like you did with Wanderers? You have to create a custom patch file. So a bit like how you can download patches that change the names of football teams. You know, some teams don't have real names, and you can apply an update. Essentially, you create a custom one of those that patches the name of the stadium. So a bit like how football clubs have like a unique ID, stadiums have a unique ID as well. And if you know that unique ID, you can write out a thing for them. You can actually, if you go and... that's not great. Karlstrom's out for 6 months. You know what? Not my problem. Okay, there's big games here. But essentially, if you Google it, there's loads of results explaining how to do that. Evening, Jack. Hope you had a good week. Congrats on winning the league. It's not done yet. It's not done yet. Okay, chat. Lecce are playing Atalanta. Como are playing Lazio. We want some results to go our way here. Please, Football Manager gods. Please. No, my luck, they're winning. Oh, my word. Como actually only lost 4-3 to Lazio in 4th. Lecce lost. That's really good for us. To be honest, I think Empoli are the only team out the relegation zone teams who might finish above us. Update on Lazar's thing. He's only been used as being used as surplus to requirements. This guy's on loan at Atalanta. I've not been allowed to recall him, and he's literally never started a game for them. I am fuming. That is just taking the piss, isn't it, really? Cagliari nearly won. Empoli lost. Big results in our favour. I'll tell you what, we're the last team to play, I think, this weekend. A win here and we're 5 points safe with 4 games left, chat. Now, we know already they're going to play their diamond formation, right? Like, that is the anticipated formation. They tend to play more cautious when playing away, so they're probably going to be looking to hit us on the counter. So for this game, I can't believe I'm micromanaging like I am, but here we are. I am going to give permission to Kamara and Di Silvestri to get forward. I'm actually going to ask them to get really high up the pitch. I have to assume, right, if you're playing a diamond, that you're looking for your wing backs to overlap. I mean, you have to make it work. So we're going to try and mark them tightly. Since we're at home, we're going to play on the front foot. In transition, I'm going to ask them to distribute it to the flanks. There should be loads of space there for our wide players. And when we lose the ball, counter-press. Especially if we lose the ball in a wider area, forcing to play the ball out wide. The players winning the ball in the wide area are going to be the wider centre mids or the wing-backs. And they're not going to have necessarily that many options around them. So if we press immediately, we can force an error out of them. Karlstrom's injured, isn't he? So we can't have him on the bench. Do I want to make any other changes here? You know what? I don't think we... do I want to make changes? I've brought Sanchez in. And I'll be honest, Alexis Sanchez in this universe been kind of crap. His physicals are dropping off a cliff. Do I go with Tovan instead? I mean, his physicals are also dropping off. It's almost like they're both very old. If it was a long-term save, I feel like I would just persist with Profundi, but his recent form's not been good. You know what? I've done a chat with him. Everyone knows if you do a chat with a player, then play them, they always do something the very next game. Like, it's the game just giving you, like, just immediate gratification. Giving you that little dopamine hit for being a genius. Okay, chat. Let's see what we can do. I assume they are going to play a diamond here. If they don't play a diamond here, then I've really over-prepared for this game. They're playing a diamond. Excellent news. I'm feeling good. I want to try and cause them some issues. I want to try and prevent... If we can force turnovers from their fullbacks in the wider areas, that's the dream. Immediately shout encourage as well, chat. If it's 0-0 after like 5 minutes, just shout encouragement. Instantly you get green happy faces. Do the faces do anything? I don't know, but it looks good. It makes you feel like a pro gamer. That's what I tell myself. Right. Let's see what they do here. I'm a little bit wary of Duda, because I assume Duda's moving into a wider area because they're inverting with their right fullback. He might be able to get in behind Kamara, but I kind of have faith in us to deal with that. Profundi, I talk to you and you still miss it, you wazzock. I'm fine, right? Show encouragement again. We're a goal. Well, I was going to say we're a goal to good. We're not, but it feels like we're a goal to good. Look at the stats. There's no highlights. Oh, Profundi. Torre. Referee. What's happening? Chat, I'm being hacked. Lorenzo Lucca's taking the penalty. Chat, the mouse isn't working. Chat, the mouse is dead. Lucca's taken the penalty and I can't stop him. He's not meant to be doing it. Oh, the mouse is back. It's too late. It's too late. Oh, you dingus. Right, get him off the pitch. Pato. On you come. Get him off. It's almost the exact same minute as real life as well, weren't it? Torre, get us another penalty immediately. We've got to sub him off now, chat. He hacked my PC. He put himself on penalties. And... it's just a great big shit. Get him off. Right, he's off. Alexander Pato's on for us. It's nothing short of a disaster. I won't throw a water bottle, but you know it's serious, because I'm actually selecting a body language option here. I think we've been unlucky so far. They all hate me. I'll just tell them I've to keep going, because it's Football Manager, so it's always the team talk you should do. All right, demand more. Not like this. Imagine if that Lucca meme cost me, chat. Imagine. Right, Sadio Mane. Who's the Mane? You're the moron. He's a moron. Look at the immediate pressing. We're trying to mark tightly their fullbacks when they do get forward with our wider players. Win the header. Sele, love that. I mean, we are pressing like crazy this game. We're actually dominating this game, chat. We've had 12 shots. Only 2 on target. 1 was a penalty. Oh, stop it. Stop it. Imagine if he bangs it in now. Imagine. I'd have been fuming. This is bizarre because it's a weird game where I actually don't feel like we've played that badly. Let's focus it in the wider areas still. We're going to put low crosses on because we've taken off Lucca. Up the tempo a little. And let's try and play even wider here. Some people probably wondering, why not putting work ball in the box on? Doesn't work. Stupid instruction. It's a meme. Right, Sanchez on, Tovan on. I gave Profundi a talk. He's rewarding me with a 6.2 rating there. For more tips, make sure to be subscribed. Zamora can't play left mid, so I'm going to have to go asymmetric here, but I just need fresh legs in the wider areas. I mean, we're not losing, so that's good. I mean, imagine Profundi now just scores after I talked about him being on a 6.2. It would be the most Football Manager thing ever if the guys I just subbed off linked up. I want to shout more encouragement. Just encourage the players at all opportunities. Look, Negredo's happy, therefore I am happy. I don't understand how we've dominated this game so much and done nothing. It's quite an achievement. Negredo. That's why we have Negredo in the midfield. Great in the air. Zamora. Bang it, Forsby. Have a go, son. Oh, my... I actually believed. I actually started to believe. I was like Neo in the bloody Matrix. Oh, Chad, please, no, please. Football Manager, don't do it. Football Manager, do not do it. Benedetti. Great save by Karius. I feel like I want to change more here, but what more do I change when I'm chasing the game? I wish I could put the libero on attack. I can't move Negredo forward because he can't play that position. And I've used all my subs. You know what? We'll just stick with the vibes. We'll dominate the game. Am I using the new match engines? No. No, I'm not. Benedetti. Sanchez heads it away. Chat, there's 5 minutes left. There's no time. It's just a 0-0. It's just a 0-0. We missed a penalty. Lorenzo Lucca never plays for me ever again. Their goalkeeper got man of the match. It's that kind of game. To be fair, they create a lot too. I consider that a 0.1. Look, they're in 9th place. To dominate a game like that against 9th is big. What is our head-to-head against Empoli? We won 1-0. We lost 2-0. So we have worse head-to-head than Empoli. Yeah, I did say their goalkeeper wasn't very good. Goalless Alexis Sanchez. 8 games without a goal. Brilliant. Absolutely useless. Did I see the thing with Lucca IRL? I did. Was the meme worth it? Yeah, probs. Okay, Yaka's out. That's not ideal, but we can deal with it. I'm probably not going to use the match engine mods, if I'm being honest. I actually don't. I've tested them. I don't think they improve the match engine. I just think they make it different. My next save game is going to be in Gibraltar. And I'm aware there's like a lower league and then a non-lower league match engine thing. But when you're managing in a league like Gibraltar, like there's times where the match engine should feel like lower league. But then when you're in European competition, it shouldn't. And so changing back and forth feels silly. Is that the same Soleil you had at Atalanta? It is. Excellent memory. I loved that Atalanta save game. That was fun. Yeah, Sanchez started really well our first few games. Like Mane, really. I mean, at least Profundi picked up the Under-19 Player of the Month award. That's something to be positive about. The media prediction was 12th. We're only 17th. Could we still finish 12th? Technically, yes. Probably no. Jack, with F1 Manager stopping, will I switch to F1 25? No plans to. They're very, very different games. Mane not good at complete forward back to the Trek. Is it? I mean, I'll be honest, he's putting in his best performances as a complete forward for us. I think I'm just being harsh, really. I think I'm just expecting the world from him. Also, selling shape, mate, I missed your sub earlier, and it was 88 months sub chat. There's people who are watching the stream who aren't 88 months old, probably. That is heroic, dude. I appreciate it. I hope you're still here. Apologies I missed that earlier. I'd like to think if you've been around 88 months, you know it's not through lack of gratitude and more just general incompetence that I've missed that until now. Love your channel. Hope you do a Chelsea career mode. I did one less than 2 years ago. Go watch it. Jack IRL Serie A in case of equal amount of points for only the title and relegation a single playoff game is played. Is that a thing? Oh, chat, there's an asterisk. There's an the asterisk is to do with goal difference. I don't think that exists in game. I could be wrong. Hey, Nimimi, I'm good, thank you, mate. I'm ever going to post my sporting seasons on YouTube. I mean, there isn't really a good way to post them on YouTube. And like the stream quality itself isn't necessarily the best. So probably not. I think the ship might have sailed on uploading the Sporting World Cup stuff to YouTube. I have all the save game files. I was actually looking at them the other day, and I was just sad, chat. It does exist in the game. But it just doesn't show it in the rules, chat. Is that what you're telling me? So there's a playoff for Serie B relegation if you're level on points, but the rules aren't shown in game anywhere. That does seem like a very Football Manager thing. Let's hope that we're not equal on points on the last game of the season then. Okay, good news, everyone. Lecce lost again. When do Empoli play? Empoli plays Genoa at the same time we play Torino, and Como also play. There's lots of big games. Did you hear about Lorenzo mess on Friday? I did. Chat, if people ask about the Lucca stuff, please acknowledge it for me. Because I've literally done a meme about it last game. I appreciate people are coming in late. Jack, what made you choose YouTube and Football Manager for content? I don't... What... Well, it was fun. I played Football Manager. When I started doing Football Manager content, chat, the biggest Football Manager channel had less than 1,000 subscribers. Like, it was purely done for fun. Like, there was no concept that this could be a career or a job. It was 12 years ago, and I was in my second year of university with too much free time, and I was thinking about getting a job in the games industry because I was studying kind of digital art. And I thought, you know what? I'll do some YouTube videos. I can do some video editing. Could be useful to have presenting skills and stuff. And now I'm here, so it kind of worked out. But it wasn't like I went into Football Manager content ever thinking it'd be a job. Hey, Brian, I appreciate the love. Thank you, dude. Welcome to the first stream. Yeah, you join us at a critical time for anyone coming in. There's 4 games left of the season for us. Como and Empoli are playing at the same time. We could do with a result against Torino. We could really, really do with a result here. The temptation to play Alexander Pato is really real, but I'm not going to do it. Will I play FM 26 when it comes out? No, I'm going to boycott it. Of course I'm playing it. It's literally my job to play Football Manager. Come on, chat. Come on. Let's use common sense sometimes. I could just stick with FM 24 for another year. Not sure that'd be wise. Hey, Metabolic, just started the VOD but couldn't say my sub till the subathon. Up the multi-stream, dude. Appreciate it. 2 years subbed as well. Love you, mate. Thank you, thank you. Right, Torino. Once upon a time, one of the greats of Italian football. Some would argue they still are. They would be wrong. But they have got some good players. Casadei's very good when he develops. Wait, did Casadei leave Chelsea now permanently to Torino? Was that a permanent move back that I missed in like the I lose track of Chelsea's transfers. You can't blame me for that. Jack, have you ever played any Far Cry games? I got Far Cry 2 with my first PC build, I think, of my own that I built. I think it came with my GTX 6070. I think it was Far Cry 2. It might have been Far Cry 3. But I've played a couple of them. Even Chelsea lost their track with transfers, literally. You can't blame me, chat, for not knowing that Castell had left them to go to Torino. That is not my fault. Right, let's get a result over Torino anyway. Hassane, Mane, Torre. It's all the A's. It's gone over. It would have been good, wouldn't it? Callum, welcome to member. Chat, Callum has become a YouTube member. It doesn't pop up on the stream because Twitch has some rules around that stuff. But Callum, welcome to member, chat. Welcome him in. If you're on YouTube, you can join the cult too. It's not a cult, I swear. It's like a splinter group. I'm talking about cults. They're scoring goals. If you're watching on YouTube, the edited version, you should become a channel member too. Appreciate you. Thank you, Callum. And also, Neil, thank you for the tier 2. A tier 2 sub. My assistant is telling me to play Negredo in position. He doesn't know anything. Chat, what's the scores elsewhere? Empoli are winning 2-0. And Como are losing. If Empoli are going to win. Empoli are literally going to win. I'm shaking. To be fair, this was one of the games I looked at as the most difficult in this run to end the year. I mean, I'm not being funny. They've literally had one chance all game from a set piece. That's why the XG's high. It was from point blank range. Not throwing a water bottle. I'm just going to sulk. I hope that's acceptable. We've got to go on the front foot a little bit more here. I do sometimes subscribe to the mantra that less is more. And I think this is one such occasion where less probably is more. We'll look to press a little bit with our front three. I mean, we've not been that bad here, right? They've got another set piece. Don't do it. Don't. Football Manager, don't do it. I can't look. I can't look. Is it in? Okay, it's not in. Calm, everyone. Calm. Now we have our own set piece. Where is Torre? There he is! My 6'9" lighthouse has not been the weapon from set pieces I dreamed he'd be. I mean, he's not been bad for us. It's just 3 goals in 34. He's not Quatters at the World Cup. That's all I'm saying. Chat, what do I do? They're not doing anything. Fresh legs. If in doubt, fresh legs. Zamora on. And Kingsley on. Luke is in danger of being bucked. He's in danger of being punched by me for being useless. We'll bring in Pafundi. I'll be honest, the squad depth really is lacking here, isn't it? There's no defensive mids that I have on the bench that I look at and go, I could bring you on to change the game. I mean, look at the momentum. Since they scored, we've been way better. There's 20 minutes left, chat. There's 20 minutes and nothing is happening. Oh, okay, take it back. Pafundi, I've just subbed you in. I was waiting for a penalty. Duvan's on the break. Oh, I don't like that. Is that Zapata? Does Zapata have the name Duvan on the back of his shirt? Is that a thing that I just never knew? Does Zapata play for Torino now in real life? I have so many. Oh, is that just a different Duvan? Is Duvan Zapata? Is that his name? Let's just bringing it forward. This is scary, isn't it? Oh, okay, it's fine. It's fine. I mean, it's not fine because we're still losing, but it's fine. I was going to go to very attacking, but it never works. Oh, he's on loan there. Italian clubs love a loan, don't they? The incestual loans of Serie A really never failed to disappoint. There's 18 minutes left, chat. We need a miracle. Carrius, just shoot. I didn't actually mean it. I didn't actually mean it. Che Addams dispossessed. Right. Get it forward! Soleil. The Circus. Mane. Pafundi. I berated you before. He's still shit. He's so shit. Pardon my French. Sorry if you're watching, Mum. But he's wank! What are we doing here? I've shouted encouragement there because I feel like we are actually dominating. I say that. I just need something. I just need anything. Please, football, give me something to believe in. I mean, Carrier's got a 7.0. Let's look for the positives. Bizarrely, after I made the subs, we actually created less, so that the tactical changes really worked. We're in the drop zone. I don't want to alarm anyone. We're in the drop zone. There's 3 games left. And the next one, if I'm not mistaken, is against Venezia, who are up to 12th. They're actually on a crazy run. They were like the closest team to us when we took over. Not ideal. Should have brought on Pato. Was Pato on? Can't remember. What games have we got left here, chat? Venezia are at home. Cagliari in 20th away, and then Monza away. I mean, Cagliari away. We have to win that one. We have to win that one. Chat, there is a prediction live. If you're a Twitch viewer, there is a prediction live. I repeat, prediction live. I feel like a bingo caller. I'll be honest, it doesn't look good. And I can acknowledge that right now. Sometimes you have to acknowledge that as the captain at the ship. Maybe you're not the right man. But I think I could be. Can I do a team meeting? There's got to be a good enough reason to do a team meeting, right? Chat, this is big. This could really define our year. Look, I know it's not been easy recently, but we're good enough to turn things around. As long as we stay focused and remain positive. Everyone stood up and clapped. Everyone stood up and clapped. You love to see it. Leham, mate, thank you very much for the 3 months of the Prime. Chat, loads of you subbing today. Appreciate all the love. Thank you, thank you. It's a great team talk. I've encouraged the players there. Look, see, Roma have sacked their manager. Udinese are going to stick with me. We took over this team with 6 points in 18 games. Or was it 17 games? Basically, at the halfway point of the season, they had 6 points. We've actually got 25 points since we took over. We've done really, really well. Can you answer my question? But why, when you play friendly matches, is there only a few fans? Because people don't watch friendlies? I feel like that's... have you ever been to a pre-season friendly, Alfie? If the answer is yes, you're probably lying to me. No one goes to pre-season friendlies. Especially if you're a fan of a larger club and it's in the UK. Because you can just find a dodgy stream of it anyway. Torre is too bad. Never build a team around a tall dude ever again. You've misspelt Negredo there, and I will always build my team around him. Wait, Pato got injured. Oh, chat, it's over. Chat, it's over. It's actually over. It's... pack it up. Go. If I hadn't put him in the starting 11, he doesn't get injured there. The game knew I wanted to play him and so injured him. It's a hit job. The ones in America are massive. Oh, to be clear, chat, I'm talking more about lower-end teams here rather than teams that do tourist tours for marketing for pre-season games. I thought that was obvious. I'm fully aware that some get big viewership. Okay, people played. Empoli drew. Como lost. Genoa drew. That's probably them safe. Lecce got that draw, so they're now... Chat, a win here and we move up to 16th. Why is this save not on YouTube? Because it's a stream. Because it's a stream save. Check your under 21s. I don't have under 21s, chat. I don't know if you know about Udinese. They've got 1-star youth recruitment and no young players. We took over this team bottom at Christmas, chat, and I still believe in them. We really could do with a result in this one. If not, the next game matters even more. When we took over, right, this team were next to us in the at the bottom of the table. Venezia. Look at their form this second half of the season. They are getting wins. And I know it doesn't look that impressive, but these wins really add up. I believe in our players. I believe in the Libero. Maybe it's because I dropped the double Trequartista chat. It's all gone wrong since then. We did a team talk. We chatted to the players midweek. They bloody love me now. We shared some Kit Kats and Twixes amongst the players. Now we're ready to kick some butt. I'm going to make a change immediately here. Forsby, centre mid on attack. They're not playing with a centre attack in mid, so I don't need as much defensive coverage. Right, Profundi. Early goal, Yaka. Mane. Please keep it alive, chat. A minute into this game, imagine the scenes. Imagine the scenes. Yaka Biel! Come on! Sadio Mane assist, by the way. What a signing. What a signing. That is a ridiculous goal. How's he pulled off this pass? That's madness. No one else in my team could do that. Radu he can't do it. Do you get it? Radu Kanu can't do. It's just like because of the tennis player Emma Raducanu, and the guy's called Radu, but he couldn't save it, so he can't do. The joke is far too complex to be funny, and it doesn't even really make sense. They're on the attack. Probably deserve to concede now, if I'm being honest. Busio, Kike. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Is this FM25? Yes. Imagine if Lucca missing the penalty gets me relegated, chat. Imagine. I don't want to imagine. Why plant that seed in my head? Right, Mane. Sadio Mane. Who's the Mane? You're the Mane! I feel like this is a pointless highlight, and I'm really trying to hype it up. Is that Negredo playing left back? He's playing Regista. Okay, Profundi, near post. Torre! Rebound! Penalty ref! He's not giving it, and I'm fuming. Hello? Ref? I've shouted praise at the players. They've all reacted positively. Now watch me concede. What's the point in team talks if they don't work? You might as well remove them from the next Football Manager. Absolutely pointless. Forsby, great tackle. Busio, Caboni. They've got good players, haven't they? They've got some good players. Shit. It's 1-1. How have I got FM25? I broke into Sports Interactive's headquarters and stole a copy off a DVD. Ellison, I mean, it's not good, is it? Is that his first? How many people have scored their first goal of the season against me, chat? I've not got a victim complex, but it's a lot. Oh, the long throws, they're back. Lucca, Negredo, Kingsley. That is a poor ball. Keep it alive. Negredo, Kingsley. Options inside. Lucca, you absolute cockwomble! Tore me out of something off immediately. I found my scapegoat. I found him. It's Lorenzo Lucca. I said he missed a penalty. Profundi. Cleared away. Negredo. Bang it! Bang it! It could have hit the goalkeeper and gone in. Kingsley. Chat, we're all over them. We're actually all over them. This is our last home game of the season. I'm going to encourage the players here. Work wonders. Come on. Stay positive. PMA. Positive mental attitude. What settings do I use for the camera? TV camera, lowest height, max zoom. Yaboa! Or whenever I hear the name Yeboah, I think of bangers. Karius is not letting that one go in. Good save, Karius. Can I do a save with a women's team since I'm on FM25? No, I hate women. Just to be clear, that is a joke, like the fact this is FM24 and FM25 hasn't come out, and I didn't break into the offices and steal a copy of the game. But Negredo's still really good. That's going to get clipped with no context, isn't it? That's going to be... I've been caught, chat. I've been caught. Oh, Karius has saved me. Everyone is like, clip it. It wasn't a good phrase to say live. I thought, sometimes, you know what? I'm a bit like, I've told the players, I'm happy. What am I doing? I'm fine. Everything's fine. I'm not having a breakdown. We are bottom. Well, no, in the relegation zone. Nothing's working. I'll just talk to them all. The irony of me saying I hate women is not lost on me. Is it because I said I hate women? Is that why the game's now punishing me? Even though it was clearly said in a sarcastic manner because someone thought I had FM25. Not everything people say on the internet is true, everyone. And I think that's really important for us to remember in an age of misinformation. Oh, it's a disaster. I prefer not to speak. Negredo, great header. Mane, what are you doing? What are you doing? I love women. If we save it now, I love women's football. I went to the Women's Euros final. I went to a number of the games in the league and group stage. I went to Arsenal women midweek. Karius, you were meant to save that. I'm in absolute pain. Right, I still love women's football, by the way. Football Manager. I think it's the best edition ever. You know what? Sports Interactive, I think you're a lovely game studio, and you are right to delay FM25 to FM26. It made complete sense. I think you're all lovely people. Miles Jacobson always thought he's a bit of a hunk of a man. Always thought he's a bit sexy. Right. The next 10 minutes is going to be me glazing Miles Jacobson, I'm afraid. It's 2-2. It's 2-2. What else can we say nice about... I love Watford. I love Watford. And I love Absolute Weapon. Mate, thank you for the super chat. Love it. Thank you, dude. I love Watford FC. I used to love the... You know what? When Football Manager did that intro music, you know, this is the moment. I actually thought that was quite good. I think that was Miles's idea. So obviously it's a great idea. That was one of the best additions to a recent Football Manager, actually, the theme tune. And actually, I think the FM24 match engine is one of the best and definitely doesn't need modding to keep it fresh. What else could I say? Really loved FM Live. FM Live was great too. Football Manager handheld, love it. When you put that on Netflix, that was one of the best changes ever. Please score. Chat, I'm running out of good things to say. I need more good things to say. Miles is a great name. Yeah, Miles Jacobson. It just rolls off the tongue. It's up there with, like, I don't know, Brad Pitt. It just sounds iconic as a name. I think they should build a statue to Miles as Sports Interactive. And I feel like, you know, the way that he's handcrafted the match engine himself is just really good. I've stopped having good stuff to say, chat, and now we're not creating anything. Yeah, Football Manager has the best sound design of any game. Thorsby's just attacked two people there. Right, you know what? You shit game, innit? It's just a... Football Manager's a shit game. Why would anyone play this for fun? We all pretend it's fun. It's not. It's just not. Right, chat, here's my plan. We're going to hit early crosses. And we're floating them. And we're just going to the big men. At least I don't have to say nice stuff anymore. I can just be a bit of a dick again. Let me cook. We're down a man, but I still choose to dream. This is my game plan, chat. Are we okay, Football Manager? Torre staying on as a target forward. Surely you play for the draw? Absolutely not. Cowards play for a draw. We play for dubs in this house. Triple target man will carry us. Did I go to attacking? Of course I did. Football Manager doesn't make sense as a game. Why do stuff that's sensible? Just put a 6'9" man in the middle. He's hit the post. He's actually hit the post. I mean, we've still got the corner. I've never seen this message, chat. Some members of the squad, particularly Negredo and Isaac Torre, are playing in unfamiliar... I've never had my assistant tell me that multiple players aren't playing in the right spot. But I'm just going to ignore him. He doesn't know anything. You're on attacking. I know, I've just gone on attacking. I was on positive. What is happening? We're playing a game of volleyball in the middle. Lucca. Right, okay. Pause the game here. Because we're taking off Mane. Negredo's going up top for the height. Chat, I'm not being funny, right? If I just insert column here, attributes, physical, jumping reach. Look at my front three's jumping reach. Tell me we're not going to win the ball in the air. Go on, I dare you. We're going to win every ball in the air. Oh, shite. Imagine if they score a header from a corner. Why am I playing Negredo up front? You know what? I am betraying my own beliefs there, but sometimes you've got to do that in life to remain relevant. Lorenzo Lucca. It's just a stupid game, this, isn't it? Well, I'm a genius. 3-2. So we're staying on attacking. We're staying on attacking. Why am I so aggressive? I'm stressed. I don't want to get relegated live. It's a great finish by Lucca. Got to go very attacking right now. You know what? You're right. If we go very attacking, there'll be no more highlights. Very attacking is the highlight killer. See? You go very attacking, nothing happens. I mean, chat. Love it, hate it, run from it. That's how you win a game when you go down a man. 3 target forwards. I'm actually... sometimes my genius outstands even myself. That puts us in 16th with 2 games left. And our next game is against Cagliari. We could be safe with a game to spare. We're going to start with a game to spare. Cagliari are relegated. They've got nothing to play for. They've got no fans. It's over for them. Right, time to murder Cagliari. Not literally. I hope there's no one called Cagliari in the chat. It's not personal. I don't think we're getting European football, I'm afraid to say. You know, I don't want to crush the dreams of the believers. But sadly, I think you know what, if we can get 15th, that'd be good, wouldn't it? What we've learned here is that Football Manager makes no sense. Also, you can see a Scholars announced Vlad. Clap him in. Welcome, Vlad. Isaac Torre still the best trainer. If anything, the saddest bit about this save game is the fact that because it's a one-season save, we can't go on an adventure with Vlad. Unless I play him in this next game, chat. Can he? Is he allowed to play Vlad? He's a left winger. I don't play with left wingers, chat. But I could. What was the score there? Doesn't matter for us, that one, does it? It's all about this next game. Now, hear me out. Profundi's been poor. Tovan's been poor. Sanchez has been poor. Vlad is the lad. Wide Trequartista. Then we'll play Lovric, I think, as a Segundo Volante, because otherwise there's a big gap. And then Kingsley goes to support. Yeah, Vlad is tall as well, actually, chat. Look at that. Vlad's 193. I trust Vlad. If Vlad has one fan, I am that fan. I'll tell you what, there's some people who play Football Manager really seriously, right? They are watching this save game and they are angry that what they thought about, that they knew about the game, doesn't actually matter. Futile Wave, by the way, mate. Thank you 3 minutes ago for the 36 months tier 1 sub. Appreciate you. 3 years! 3 years! Oh, yeah, we should put Profundi on the bench. You know what, chat? Good eyes there. Zaraga here, I've just not used at all. He's just not very good, is he? I know what you're thinking, Jack. You've played with a centre attacking mid all year. Why are you changing it now? I feel like we have to change our game to get the most out of Vlad. Look, he's consistent. He's consistently crap, but he's going to show up in this game here. This is a must-win game, chat. Cagliari are bottom, and we're bringing in Vlad of Romania to save the day. Jack, when's your video of the England football team coming out? That is a very good question. I did a video shoot at St. George's Park with the England national team like months ago now. I got told it was going to come out by February. But I wonder if it's been caught up in like review because of the sponsors around the edge of the pitch in Football Manager not being England like official sponsors. I've actually not. I should chase that up. You know what? I'll chase that up. What skin do I use? I use the WTCS skin. Is that Alvaro Negredo in its centre mid? You bet your bottom dollar it is. I've taught an old dog new tricks. Look, chat. His stamina and his pace is falling off. He's got to adapt. You know, it's a bit like Wayne Rooney. Wayne Rooney would have been a great regista. And all I'm saying is, tell me it doesn't make sense. Tell me that doesn't make sense. Okay. Let's do a football. Let's do a football. I believe. Okay, they're playing a very defensive shape here. I don't like it. Also, why is the lighting all dark? In and out the game we go to get rid of the musk. Chat, they're playing such a defensive shape. This is a game for Vlad, I think. This is a game where Vlad's going to work wonders. I can just feel it. Where is he? He's bloody massive. Look at him. What a hunk. Zortia. Adopo. I remember Adopo had a mad Evo in FC last year. Anyone else do that one? I didn't do it. I wasn't one of those tryhards, but I know some of you were. Rats! Sorry, that just snuck out. We are counting on Vlad. Very good pun. Do you get it? Count? Like vampire? Count? Count? Oh, it's in the middle. Where is Vlad? I'm just looking for Vlad to get on the end of everything. Lavumbo bringing it forward. I do not like this. I do not like it. Kingsley, that is... You had time there, mate, and you've not used it. Oh, Lovrich. It's one good tackle, but we might need another. Oh, no. They're bottom. They're bottom. They are bottom, and I'm playing a 16-year-old bloke left attacking mid because his name's Vlad. Is Vlad actually good? Well, it's not his fault we've conceded there. I think is what it's safe to say. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna move Vlad into the middle. I think in retrospect it was silly to play him out wide. Demand more, Vlad. Come here. I want to just give Vlad a little cuddle on the sideline and let him know he's doing okay. He has got the worst rating on the pitch right now. I'm not looking for a scapegoat, but all right, now we encourage. Look at that. We encourage. Now we score. Okay. Oh, yeah. Vlad is 16. I won't cuddle him. Like an arm on the shoulder, you know, just a bro moment. No cuddling. Valid point, chat. Thank you for saving me there. You guys can be my PR team. Lovric, Kingsley, Lucca. Where's Vlad? Look at him. Mr. Trequartista, they call him. His middle name is Vlad Trequartista Vlad, if I'm not mistaken. Right, where is he? Zamora, Mane. Vlad's getting in the middle. Vlad, do it. We've scored. It's not Vlad. I don't care. It's 1-1. We're back. We are back. Is there anywhere where I can see which skills relate to which roles? Yes. In-game, if you select a role, it will highlight the attributes relevant. I mean, Luke has done quite well there. Vlad, you know what? Vlad pulled away a man, chat. Vlad did pull away a player there. We played with a centre attacking mid and then scored instantly. Coincidence? I think not. I love the fact we just got jumping reach now. I mean, it really just gives you an idea of how massive our team is when you see the jumping reach laid out. Vlad's not having a great game, chat, but I think we got to show confidence in the lad, you know? I could turn my back on him early. That's not me. That's not what I'm all about. Which player's been your best retrain position in all your saves? Probably a bloke called Philip Bungard to Regista. I like training strikers to play Regista. How did I get Sadio Mane? He was released at the end of his contract in Saudi Arabia. And after a month as a free agent, I could pick him up. Where's Vlad? Vlad? Found him. It's like you're looking for your mate on a night out. Yakabio, what are you doing? Everyone remain calm. It's okay, Vlad's there. Good pressure. That's fine. That is fine. I'm going to encourage the players more. You know, like I said, I'm a cuddly manager. They're playing such like a triad-y defensive style of play. It's annoying. Corners might be our way through. It's 2-1. It's 2-1. Vlad is the reason we've scored that. Look at him. He's last to celebrate. He's very humble. Isaac Torres actually scored a header. He's 6'9". He has 20 aerial reach. He should win everything. Finally, he's won something. People were mocking me for him. People were doubting Isaac Torre. Well, they're not doubting him anymore. Give it to Vlad. Vlad is going to get the ball at the edge of the box and bang it in. Mane. Options. Vlad's one of them. Negredo scored. It's 3-1. It's done. It's done. Fresh legs probably are wise. We have got a passenger in the team today. I'm not going to name names, but I think we know who. I genuinely thought Vlad was going to get here for a second. Look how close he is to being the man. Negredo has stolen that off him. Shameful. Hotman Pat, thank you for the 2 months of the Prime. Vlad should impale the defence. I'm a sucker for a good pun, and I hate it. Do you get it, sucker? Because vampires suck blood? Come on, chat. That was good. Please clap. So if you're at home and there's no one around who's going to judge you, stand up and applaud that, because that was excellent by me. And I can't do it for myself. Right. Another chance. Lovric. Negredo. He's hit the crossbar. Torres scored again. I can see why Cagliari are going down. I can see why they are awful. They're making Isaac Torre look like the greatest man on earth. I love this man. Do you know how tall he is? I don't know. He's 6'9". Have I mentioned that recently? I'll mention it again. All right. You know what, lads? You can have some praise now. Has Vlad touched the ball yet, chat? Genuinely, I don't think I've seen Vlad in a highlight touch the football. Maybe it changes now. He's there lurking. Look at him. Back post. Oh, gosh. He was lurking there like me at the all-you-can-eat buffet at the bread section. I know. I go to buffets and eat the bread. What of it? Vlad. Bang it, son. Bang it! I really thought he was going to score. I don't know why I thought that was going to score. I love the fact the game gave us that highlight at the end. Are we safe? What were the scores elsewhere? Are we safe? Chat, we're safe. Empoli bottled it again. Oh, I said they drew against Napoli. That's not really bottling it. Como won, but it's not enough for them. Well, it is enough for them, but for now. We are safe. 6 points after 17 games. 20 games later, 31 points in those 20. We're safe. We could finish in 14th. And now Vlad gets to play the last game of the season at striker. You know, the good ending. The space brings new faces in. 20 games into life, Udinese Calcio. The energetic manager. Energetic. I've never been called energetic in my life. £1 million. That was all on Schalke. Carriers from Schalke. I've never been described. Isaac Torre has been a particular beneficiary into the new manager with a significant increase in play time. It's been a positive... Don't out me for just using it. Sorry, it's telling me that I've used a gegenpress style. I haven't, though. Football manager, are we okay? I'm literally not pressing. Huh? Don't make me look like I'm some gegenpressing noob. Literally been playing to drop off. I feel like Football Manager assumes that if you're doing well, you're definitely playing a gegenpress. Vlad was man of the match in our hearts. Can I show the profile of Vlad? I can. Where is Vlad? Chat. Oh, he's it. I made the change only for the last game. If you're wondering how good is Vlad, here he is. Wait, did Vlad get something in the news? Oh, Vlad became our youngest ever player at 16 years old and 5 days. Up the Vlad. He's become the youngest ever player now that's making the youngest goal scorer. That's our side quest for today. Maresca's just been sacked as Chelsea manager. Should we actually see... Where is Vlad from? Obviously, the obvious answer here is Romania. But where was he born? Where is Gerla? Do we have any Romanians in the chat? Like, is Gerla like vampire country? Also, why is Vlad the vampire's name, chat? Amorin's been sacked. Where have they finished? 8th. That's quite a good season for United. Top half. They'll be happy with that, really. The fact that United and Chelsea have both struggled here is funny. Forest aren't in the Champions League spots. Game's broken. Villa have finished second. It's in Transylvania, according to the wiki. There you go, chat. Confirmed. Isaac Torre is actually developing well. We've only got him on loan. Do I have the option to buy him? There's no option to buy him. You know what? It's a good job it's a one-season save, because the save game would be dead as soon as he leaves anyway. If Vlad scores, you should sing Ironut Kersel, made in Romania. I've never heard of that song in my life, so you know what? I probably won't be singing it. I'm sure it's a lovely song. Now, today's game is at 3 p.m. Is daylight going to impact Vlad's performance, do we think? I think he'll be okay. Okay, chat, we're guaranteed safety. Today is all about Vlad. Today is Vlad's day. I'm thinking Vlad at poacher. Because I don't think he can really do anything else. He can't really do poacher, can he? This final game, chat, is all about the vibes. We are sending off our merry band of men here. It's the last ever game where Negredo will play Regista. Chat, he's learnt it! He's now competent. Oh, there's tears in my eyes. It's just the good ending. People mocked me when I signed him. Look at me now. I wish I was competent at my job. God. Standards are a bit set too high by these players. Forsby's back as well, so Lovrich can come out. I'm going to forgive Forsby for that mental red card. Torre at Libero, chat. Salute him. See him off, our hero. This man, what a player. Give Pato a spot on the bench. I mean, I've been told he shouldn't play, but you know what? I don't think I've played Keenan Davis in this entire save game, and I'm not playing him now, so we'll put him on the bench. We don't need 2 goalies in the bench, you never know. FM24, you never know. When do I start the Gibraltar save? Friday. So Friday next week, chat, is going to be our first stream of a new save game, which I hope you guys are excited for. When do the England national team play? Just making sure that we're not clashing. Oh, the national... For some reason I was thinking it's an international break now. It's literally not an international break, is it? It's because there's no Premier League games on. I'm just assuming. Friday the 28th. You're damn right, chat. Yeah, it's FA Cup. No, I never cared about the FA Cup. No, it has nothing to do with the shirt I'm wearing. No. Never rated it. Jack, Friday's the Monster Hunt release date. Exactly. You can have me on your phone while you play. If anything, I'm being thoughtful. Castrovilli's good, isn't he? Yeah. That is unfortunate. That is... It's just a bit of a shame, really, isn't it? It's just a bit of a shame. I just want to see Vlad score. I don't care. I don't care if we win or lose. I just want to see Vlad score. Chat, didn't Will Lancashire come from Plymouth? I mean, he came from Tottenham originally. Don't try and rattle me because it's going to work. Yeah, next Friday, chat, will be our first stream of the new save game, and I'm going to make it a big stream. So it'll be like 7 PM and we'll stream till late. Managing in Gibraltar. Trying to win a Champions League before FM26 comes out. Assuming there is an FM26. How long will the Wanderers save last? Honestly, probably 1 or 2 more seasons. We've kind of just reached a point in the save game where I can't really improve the team. And because of the whole stadium situation where I'm selling 60,000 tickets for the West Ham stadium, but our new stadium is about to cap out at 35,000, the save game is just going to hit a wall very soon anyway. And interest in the series has just been dropping off, sadly. So I'd rather end it while most people are still watching rather than drag it out chasing an elusive Champions League for the sake of it, and like losing my enjoyment for the save game as well. Right, Jacobio, Kingsley. We need a comeback, chat. We need a miracle. It's not happening with runs like that. I'm really tempted to sub Kingsley off immediately. Does anyone ever do that? Just watch a highlight from a player and think, you're done, son. Vignato, Sensi, Gagliardini, Castrovilini scored a banger. They certain Google all their efforts going to FM26. Okay, chat. Have you guys seen when you Google search now, you get the Google AI? Do not trust that Google AI. It is wrong about so many things to the point where I'm shocked they're still rolling it out. FM26 has not been announced yet officially, like in name. They've just said they're working on the next edition of FM. I think it'd be funny if they just called it FM25 for the memes. But please don't trust the Google AI, like where it shows you the AI generators all the top. It's inaccurate so much, it's actually crazy. We've conceded to... What a sad story. What a sad little life, Monza. I'm in pain. I mean, we're safe. You know what, chat? We're safe. Vlad is on a 6.6. You know what? Some people are looking at it thinking Vlad is the issue. And you're probably right. But I'm bringing in Pato and moving Vlad to centre attacking mid. On you come, Pato. Complete forward for Mane. Zamora off. We can still come back, right? Today was all just about getting Vlad a goal anyway. Right, Sadio Mane is on. Torre. Now he's just decided to be a weapon from set pieces. Vlad, keep it alive. What a ball. World class. Almost an assist. Shame about the finish. I think Vlad needs a partner up top like Carrier. She could be on to something. Pen? Not a pen. I really want to get a penalty chat, put Vlad on it. Just for when it happens, not if it happens, when it happens. Vlad? Chat, where is he? He's quite far down the list, but it's fine. I don't think I can play Vlad at Regis to chat. Like, I'm not a memer. I play Football Manager very, very seriously when I'm streaming it. Pato is playing with an injury, by the way. He's got. I've brought him on a bit sooner than I realised here. There's still 40 minutes left. There's a debate to say this could be an error, but I'm sure he'll be fine. There's a prediction for a Vlad goal. Can't be putting him on penalties now. I mean, I can. I didn't even know that was a prediction. I'm not changing how I play for the prediction. Maybe I should be, though. Torre gets a goal in our final game. Clap that. That's a great finish. It's an own goal, just for the audio listeners. I'm being sarcastic. Everything's fine. Perini Deli. Sounds like a type of bread to me. He's got an assist. Skip it. I just feel sad, chat. This is how Vlad is going to be remembered. As a bottler. As a failure. I mean, I'm glad... Tell you what, it's a good job we're safe now, because we're getting absolutely pounded here by Monza. And it ain't even pretty. I mean, if they bang this in, it's a goal of the season. It's so nice. My team don't play like that. Which mods am I using? Just graphic mods. All the links are down in the description of the YouTube stream. Any ideas what's next after Wanderers? Shorter term saves. A few kind of short term saves. Is my plan. Maybe something like Feyenoord might be what I do next. We'll be doing a Gibraltar save game on Twitch and YouTube, streaming it. So that's kind of gonna cover my lower league itch. So I kind of fancy doing some saves at like a bigger European league that isn't England. Feyenoord are going on a pretty mad run in the Champions League right now. We can see how we do compared to Arne Slot. Mane, worse rating than Vlad. If I speak. There's 10 minutes left, chat, for Vlad to get a goal. I'm leaving this very late. But you might know the plan. We're bringing it back. If it actually works again, I am going to be puzzled, but let me dream. Vlad plays target forward. Mane, Segundo, Volante is too mad even for me. We're not intentionally throwing here. We are actually trying to win. He says at 3-0 down. hit early crosses, don't pass into space. In transition, to target forwards. Doesn't matter which of them, just one of them, basically. Give team talk. I trust you to make a difference. Yeah, you do it, Jurgen. Chat, do you believe in a goal? I want to believe in it. Sven believes. Sven, thank you for the 10 months, mate. I need to not be slumped. Posture check. Sit up, Jack. I've gone very attacking. It never works. Go to attacking. I think a highlight was about to happen and me changing things cancelled it. For the YouTube watchers watching the edited video, we didn't do anything in the last game. Vlad didn't score. Everything was sad. We got bad 3-0, but it doesn't matter because we're safe. Torre did score. It was an own goal. Just got to do that bit for editing Jack. Or editing Harrison. To be fair, that's mad that they've scored as many chances as they have. Good try, lads. Transfer list of Vlad. Absolutely not. Empoli go down, by the way. We literally didn't need to win any of our last 3 games. Or 2 games. Chat, we're done. Clapping the Udinese massive. We've kept them up against all the odds. I assume the board will be giving me a good rating for that. B-. Sign under 23s. Yeah, we've not done that. I'm afraid. Sign under 20. I feel like on match performances they should be happy, and they've given me a D for that last one. Absolute jokers. They had 6 points when we took over after 17 games. We got 31 points in half a season. If I'd had the whole campaign, we would have been 7th. Matt Horan. Matt, I nearly merged your T's into the H's, mate. Thank you for the 8 months of the tier 1, dude. I appreciate it. Why is the board so upset? The board are pleased. They're pleased. They're not happy with recent form, but look, we won 8-3. Remember that. Right, chat, we need to do an outro for Editor Harrison. How do I do this? So here is the final league table. We took over this team bottom at Christmas. 6 points to their name. 9 wins in the second half of the season. A fair few draws as well. A few emphatic defeats, but crucially, we kept Udinese up from being bottom at Christmas. And we did it our way with this. Yeah, I'm never playing a formation like this ever again. Boom, Editor Harrison, cut it there. That's the end of the YouTube video. Good man. What team do I support in the Champions League? No idea, Alfie. Oh, no idea. Who could I support? Oh, stretch. What skin is that? This is WTCS for FM24. Now the after party, chat. Yeah, now what do we do? Chat, there was something I said I was going to do at the end of the stream. Can anyone remember what it was? It wasn't Minecraft. It wasn't there was something I said. Oh, I'll do. Oh, the World Cup save game. I think I have the World Cup save game somewhere. Oh god, now you get to see my versioning here. When people go, Jack, can we have the Wanderer save game? Which save game do you want? Because I have it saved throughout every video that I do. When did I play in the World Cup? That was... Chat, what month was the World Cup? Like October? No, it was like September, wasn't it? Oh god, there's so many save games. There's so many save games. Oh yeah, you can just... sporting? I guess it's the... Chat, I'll be honest, I never knew that was a search filter there. Is that mental? Chat, this is the saddest save game you'll ever see. Is this from the end of the 3rd season as well? Oh, it is. Chat, this is the saddest save game I've ever had on Football Manager. If you didn't watch the Football Manager World Cup, right, I finished 4th in a group of 7. 4th in a group of... No, it wasn't 7. It was 5 with this save game because we kept bottling it in the Champions League. Me and Tom FM. Look at this. First season, 3 defeats in the league, 93 points. Second season, 1 draw, 33 wins. Season 3, 31 wins, 3 draws. Didn't lose a league game in 2 years. The second and third seasons with Sporting. I'm so sad. How many goals did Badiashile get in the end? 37 from centre-back. 37 from centre-back is so funny. The winners of the group, the winners of the group did win it, to be fair. The issue we had was bottling the Champions League. Good times. Someone was asking would I ever upload the World Cups kind of videos. No, because they're like it'd be a nightmare to edit. I don't actually know how entertaining it would be either. Kind of because of how it'd have to be edited down. We did survive, yes. Yeah, for people coming in late, we did survive. We have Beto in this team. I have no recollection of signing Beto, but he got 15 goals in 19. To be fair, with this whole, like, Football Manager World Cup thing, the whole, like, the last day was just a blur. So tired by the last day. All the game play we were because we played 3 seasons of Football Manager in 3 days, streaming it all. It was mad. Oh, what a fun save game! Victor's good, by the way. Victor very good in FM. But yeah, people were asking, weren't they, about the next save game. We're doing a Gibraltar save game. I showed this last stream, but if people missed it, so we've got a custom database set up with a club called Gibraltar Apex. Not a real team, a team that I invented on FM 15. Almost, 10 years ago. Was it FM 15 or FM 16? I think it was FM 16, actually. But it would have been in 2015 that we started the save game. We're bringing back Gibraltar Apex. We're going to try and win a Champions League with a club from Gibraltar streaming it all. I've still not decided, chat. Do I give myself a squad or is the first stream me trying to sign players? I've actually not done a test run of the start of the save game to see what players there are to even sign. Like, the wage budget here is set in line with the lowest Gibraltarian clubs. Like, I'm not going to sign players. Everyone's saying sign players. Oh, I don't even have staff. I might give myself an assistant manager before the start to speed things up. That might be... I realise I've created the club chat and actually not added anything else to do with the club when I created it. I'll tell you what we can do together, chat. We're going to hire some staff and then I'll add those staff to the database. Like, as the staff members when I start the save game. Does that make sense? I did this with the Wanderers save game, just because I don't want to be hiring staff at the start of the save game. What I did was I did job adverts for like different positions, and then based on who I could recruit, I then just added them in with the database editor. I think that's probably the most sensible thing to do. Should we just do this together? Should we just have a bit of chill out time? If you have any questions about the database and stuff. Because this database isn't final. There's still a few little bits that need tweaking. Sign Vlad. I don't think Vlad needs signing. But yeah, with this save game chat, it's a custom version of Gibraltar that adds an extra team to Gibraltar in Gibraltar Apex to take the number to 12. In real life, there's only 11 teams in the league. They all play each other once for 20 games, and then the top 5 go into like a set. I think it's top 5 or top 6. I think it's top 6 go into another group. The way that it's set up with the extra team is the championship group shrinks from 6 teams to 4 teams, but it keeps the same number of games per season, where it's 22 league games and then 3 games after a split. And then the other thing that we've done is we've actually... So in real life, the Gibraltar Intermediate League is like the reserve league. And in Football Manager, it is only a 10-game season, and all the games are played between like September and December. So it's like the reserve league doesn't do anything for half a year. So with this save game, because there's an extra team, we've basically made it so that it just mirrors the league format. So it's 22 games throughout the whole season. So your under-23s play games all year long. And the other thing is, in Gibraltar, there's no under-19s league. Like, all the teams have an under-19 squad, but none of them actually play any games in the default database. So we've actually added in like an under-19s league that is the exact same as the reserve league with 22 games in the season. Will I do away days? Well, all the teams play at the same stadium, so it probably won't be that entertaining. How quickly do I expect to win the league? I think we should win the league in Gibraltar in probably 2 to 3 seasons. But obviously, a big focus of the save game is going to be trying to get as far as we can in Europe. And especially when you get the expanded European format, right, with like the bigger group stages, like the league stage, like the matches matter way more because the prize money is still kind of significant for a Gibraltar club. Can you sign part-time players? I've actually not checked any of the player recruitment stuff, chat. Let's do this together. I've actually not done any save game testing. This is what I normally do before I do stuff like the Wanderers save game. I don't play it seriously, but I'll do like a test run to figure out if I need to tweak anything or like add players. Like, for example, I'll probably sort out staff here with just based on the adverts, then move those staff to the club. Any save ideas for the viewers since FM26 is delayed? The Wanderers save game we did on YouTube, the database is available, or the database for this save game is going to be available as well. How long is it going to take a club to turn into professional status? It's almost impossible to guess. I think most of the teams here are semi-pro. There are a couple of professional clubs, like Lincoln are pro. I don't know if Magpies are pro. No, Magpies are semi-pro. Mons Calpe is professional too. So there are a couple of professional clubs in Gibraltar. Realistically, to go professional, you're going to need a few million in the bank. You're going to have to make it to like the later European stage, like qualifying stages pre-season. Sorry I'm late, Jack. I was getting out my tomorrow's meal. I hope you've got a good meal cooked up, Cos. What have you got cooked up? We've just finished the Udinese save, I'm afraid. We avoided relegation. I'm just doing some prep stuff for the next stream save game, which is starting next Friday. We're going to do a big kickoff stream here in Gibraltar, but I'm not locked in like the final database yet. I'll probably be asking people on the Work the Space Discord server who are channel members and Twitch subs to like do any testing and if they've got any free time and want to try it out. The save game, the database should be like completely playable now. It's just stuff like the staff and players hasn't been sorted. Chat, who are we hiring as the coaches? Oh, these are any of them real? Oh, they're all regens. Well, that's annoying because I wanted to find real people I can add in the pre-game editor. Oh, none of them are real! I need real people applying for the job. Unless I make my own assistant manager. Are any of these people real? Chat, none of them are real. None of them are real. This is just a waste of time. It's almost as if there's not enough professional people in Gibraltar who are interested in football to help with football. Do we just create an assistant manager that's Editor Harrison? Or Vlad? What's the hardest save game you've done, and what were the challenges in doing it? Oh, I don't even know. There is technically what I think is an impossible save game in Football Manager. I could make an assistant called Tom FM like the World Cup. You know what? That actually might be the play. I could do some of the old Apex kind of legendary players. I've even added some of them in the database here as fake players. Do we like add in Paul Smith, Joe Bouchard, Glenn Gilbert and Mosca as staff members? Even though that kind of makes no sense because they all generated in like the 2030s. Yeah, the World Cup didn't end well, that's true. Is this save game required in-game editor? No. It's all done in the pre-game editor. How do you play as I've only played as base game? Yeah, you install a database. It's like a custom database editor. Do you want to know, chat? I don't think this has actually solved any problems, has it? I think basically what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to look at these staff values and just copy like the best one. So I'll probably make some of the old Gibraltar Apex Legends and just use the attributes here. This guy actually doesn't seem that bad for a head of youth development. How much does he want? 170 quid. Okay, I can base the finances as well on the demands. Okay, assistant manager-wise... Oh, there is actually a real assistant manager. Chat. Is Jeki Bahajia becoming my assistant? He looks like a really happy bloke, does Jackie. Jackie and Jackie. I can see it now. I might actually have to do it. He looks like a car salesman. All the more reason to use him. Biggest club in one of your saves have gone down. Dortmund probably is the biggest. Chat, I might sign Jackie. What coaches did we get? Okay, it's like 6 and 7s. What are the wage demands on these guys? Like 100 quid. I can negotiate it to. Could I get it less than 100? 100. That's fine. At least I know now for adding in the staff. Kind of what I need to do. I think I might have to bring in Jackie, chat. I feel like I'm just in love with his picture. How much does he want? 30 quid! No, Jackie, I'm not made of money. 20. 20, Jackie. 20. 20, but 2-year deal. Okay, 25 quid. 25 quid a week for Jackie, chat. I'll add him in the pre-game editor as our assistant. Maybe I can just deal with the other staff myself if I add in Jackie. Quick DD question. Can you edit the registration rules of the Prem? You can, but it's really not simple. You have to use the advanced rules editor. Chat, is this the new series? The new series, Tom Bacco, is starting next Friday. This is me just doing some late testing on the save game, but it's going to be a long-term save game for months. I want to win a World Cup with a club from Gibraltar. And yeah, I will be sharing the database once it's ready, chat. Right, so if Jackie joins us now, which I assume he will, I can then use him to filter out unrealistic signings. Minimum wage in Gibraltar is £300 a week. Yeah, but Jackie does it for the love of the game. He's 63. It's his side gig in his retirement. All right, let's have a quick search here, chat. So, okay, so there are actually players that I can sign. There's 162 players I could sign. Dragone, he's big. Domic, am I going to end up with 2 Italians up front? Are we bringing Udinese with us? What do we have to do for a Saturday special, Jack? 1 episode, then 2 days off is brutal. Well, we're streaming. I don't stick to the YouTube schedule, so I'll probably be streaming at the weekend, Luke. My plan is to settle into a streaming routine of often streaming, like an hour after the YouTube video goes up for whatever save game we're playing. I'll probably throw in some evening streams here and there when there's not football on to plan around. But I do like the idea of kind of doing UK afternoon/early evening streams. Any foreign registration rules? Okay, that has not been edited in the database, but I actually couldn't tell you for certain what the rules are. Match rules. The squad must have at least 4 players trained by a club in Gibraltar. Until 21 players are automatically eligible for all matches. 5 subs can be used out of 7. So nothing too crazy going on there. What time is that in Eastern? 5 hours difference. So it'd be like 8 a.m. Eastern would be an early start time. Get Negredo. I don't think he wants to join a team in Gibraltar. There's some like proper random nationalities here. I'm actually shocked that some of the players have faces. Oh, you want part-time... Can I sign you on a part-time contract? I don't think I can afford this guy, even if I wanted to... Okay, I could. Obviously, this isn't the actual save game, but I'm just seeing what we could sign. Are any of these guys actually good, chat, or are they all bad? International youth appearances, at least 1. There you go. That's how we filter out... bad players. The other thing is, a lot of these players in FM won't be like fully researched. Their attributes will roll differently when we start the actual save game, like on the final file. I mean, I feel like I can definitely build a squad with the money, but it's going to be a team of absolute misfits. Brendan Ramage. Up the Ram. The fact that there is only, chat, like 100 players available means I'm probably going to sign a lot of these players that I'm just kind of siding it or try to side in a test save. Have I got England's lower leagues added for this save game? I haven't, because the priority is going to be progressing quickly. There's going to come points in this save game where we're dominating the league and it's just an absolute stomp. And when that period is happening, I want to be able to get through the seasons quickly, so I'll actually be loading minimal leagues. The only league I'm going to have loaded, I think, is MLS. Although I have got a load of players force loaded, is the plan. This isn't even set up properly, I realised. But I will be force loading around a pool of 60,000 players. Any high reputation players available? No. Yeah, we're starting in the amateur levels of Gibraltar. The players that we're going to be able to sign are players that have been released by all the other Gibraltarian clubs. And when I say, like, all the other, there's literally, like, 5... There's 11 teams. Why MLS? There is players that generate as free agents in America. So if you... I can't show you it in this save game, I realise. Chat, have I done enough prep here? I think we've established I'm definitely going to be able to sign enough players. I'll add Jenki as an assistant off the rip, because that just then helps me with filtering out unrealistic stuff. I might give him a 5-year deal, so Jenki's around for the long haul. Some of these players don't look awful, to be fair. But I'll show you the reason why I'm going to have MLS loaded, and it is a bit of a min-maxing aspect to the game. I showed this save game on a stream before, but if you missed it, I did a kind of director of football save game just in my own time, like last year, where I was just holidaying constantly and just doing the transfer windows in Gibraltar. And we're in the year 2094 here, and Gibraltar's like the best league in the world in this save game. But the interesting thing to note is if I just go to USA, I have to add in the dots, don't I think? No, okay, United States, then it is. Why are you making me write it? I'll just do it this way. Football Manager, you do you. So the way that in America, when you have America loaded, MLS in real life has a draft where players are drafted from like collegiate teams. Now, in real life, the collegiate teams exist. In Football Manager, the collegiate teams can't exist for licensing reasons. If you look at a list of American clubs, there's all these American clubs. Some of them are USL teams, but a lot of these are like junior teams that are used to produce players. I've picked a terrible example there because that's a USL team. But the way that these teams work is they actually generate in these players, and these players generate as free agents. Well, not free agents. They generate on amateur contracts, and you can just sign them for free. So like this guy, he wants £6,000. He wouldn't want that much if my reputation was lower and I was at the start of the save game. Essentially, there's loads of American and like North American players that generate as free agents on amateur deals. Because we're 90 years into a save game here, they're a lot better than they are at the start. But it's basically a route where you can only really use this once you start finishing in the European spots in Gibraltar. But we should be able to pick up some half-decent like amateur players from the USA. I'm trying to think if there's any players in this save game that I have that are from the USA. I actually can't remember if there are any that have secondary USA nationality. I think I've outgrown this method. So this method for finding players using the USA is really good. Like for the first 10 years, it becomes kind of redundant after that point. Like the players are good, but they're like League One Championship quality as opposed to like Champions League quality. But it's still pretty useful. Hey Jack, I'm sure you've said this, but I haven't been here. Is F1 Manager dead on this channel? I'm afraid so, Elite Blue Clue. The F1 Manager series is donezo, as far as I'm aware, and I can't just stream a game that is dead, sadly. I might stream it from time to time, but the interest has been dwindling anyway, and with the F1 Manager series of games just being done, it's just, yeah, it's gone. But yeah, we'll be looking to sign loads of like USA-based players. When you get into the future, though, Gibraltar's TV money is like crazy dynamic. It's always been the case, but even now it's like crazy dynamic. So, for example, you can see here the prize money is poxy. But if I just go to my club income for last season, you can see in... Where is TV revenue here? In TV revenue, the Gibraltarian League is giving clubs £138 million a year. This scales up fairly slowly. There's a point that you'll get to in this save game. It tends to happen when you're first getting to like the Champions League knockout stages in Gibraltar, where suddenly every team is like getting £5 million in TV money, but it doesn't have a cap, as far as I'm aware. So it keeps scaling up and up and up. So like TV revenue for all the teams is like the same. So like Europa FC here are the 8th best team in Gibraltar. Actually, no, that's a lie. Their media prediction second. Let's look for like the bad teams. Okay, 11th place Glasses. They're the worst team in Gibraltar. They've still got £80 million in bank balance. Even though they're the worst team in Gibraltar by miles, they are able to actually hire in like good players and spend a lot of money, to be fair. So like the Gibraltarian League gets really, really interesting as you go further into a save game as the TV money gets bigger. Because eventually the other teams in the league do catch up a little. In this save game, like I'm so far in the future, I've got such a dominant team, they can't really catch up. But we basically with this save game in Gibraltar, we'll probably pull ahead of all the other Gibraltarian teams for a bit, but they will then start to catch up once they start getting the TV money. So it's quite fun. And who's to say we'll stay at Gibraltar Apex forever? Like if we wrap things, if I feel like I've won the Europe Champions League and I'm winning everything like earlier than planned, there is no reason why we can't then pivot and like change teams in Gibraltar and try and take down our own team. Why was F1 Manager axed? It was making a loss for Frontier. Not enough people were buying the game to justify the cost. To clarify, is that dynamic TV money only for this database for the base game? Base game. So this save game is in the base game. This one that I have in the future. So there's only 11 teams in this universe. There's no Gibraltar Apex. This is all vanilla. There's actually one player not in my team in the Media Dream 11. Late developer as well. You've got the late developer media description. I love that. The other funny thing in this save game is we have a stadium called the Water Space Stadium that we play in, but the team actually has had 2 stadiums named after me. We built a Water Space Stadium, which now all the other Gibraltarian teams use and the national team occasionally use for games, but we don't play at this ground. This ground holds 32,000 fans, but then they built another stadium named after me that holds 73,000. Explains why people always do Gibraltar and not Liechtenstein or San Marino. To be fair, Liechtenstein is very different, right, with the whole Verduz thing. I don't think it's that interesting, the Verduz save game, if I'm being honest. And the San Marino challenge, like, it's not bad. It's just, I don't think it's as interesting. Especially because obviously if you're managing the club, you're in Italy anyway. And generally what tends to happen is you never actually produce that many players as San Marino to develop. Like in this save game, Gibraltar's not like some super team because of all the money. Like the key player here is an actual Gibraltarian player called Michael Orme. He is the best player by miles that Gibraltar produced in 70 seasons. And he's good. He's not crazy. One thing to note though is I mentioned earlier, for people who were here earlier, I mentioned about like the reserve league, right? So like the reserve league in Gibraltar has 10 games and then is done by January. With the save game, with the Gibraltar Apex database, there is there is like a proper reserve league of 22 games in a season. And like I mentioned, there is actually no like youth football in Gibraltar. Like you have an under-19 squad, they just don't play games in the default database. So for the Gibraltar Apex database, we've added in an under-19s league. I've not done any long-term testing to see the difference that might have. I'd be surprised if that doesn't lead to better Gibraltarian players like reaching their potential, to be honest. Like it should help with that quite a lot. But at the same time, it's like a weird oversight because Football Manager isn't set up to like add an under-19s league structure. Whereas obviously in real life, if you were in a situation where every team has tens of millions of pounds, the clubs would probably come together and go, yeah, we should probably do an under-19s league now. What happened to the Udinese save? We finished it. What tactic am I using in this one? Good question. This. Just a 4-2-3-1. I've got a few players locked in position for when I'm simming forward, so they are used. So like Orme plays every game. Because with this save game, I've just been holidaying, so I have it set to like use current match tactics and use current team selection where possible. So what I actually do is I have Park Hyun-soo here as my league goalkeeper, but I don't register him for the Champions League. And then Denwi is the kind of Champions League goalkeeper, if that makes sense. Because I had an issue where the AI wouldn't ever rotate goalkeepers for happiness. So I have Hun-So play all the league games and he's locked in position, but when a Champions League game comes around, because he's not registered, the game automatically swaps him out. Do you schedule the friendlies to the under-19s? It's just not worth it. I tried it, and because you're holidaying forward big chunks, like it just added a load of time, so I didn't bother. But like in this save game, if I show you, if I just go to like the national club coefficients, Gibraltar is the second best league behind England. It's almost impossible to catch England on coefficients, sadly. But you can comfortably become the second best. It means when it comes to qualification spots, Gibraltar gets 7 European spots. There's only 11 teams in the league. So you can see how that kind of works out. You end up with more than half the league qualifying for European football. But sadly, the other teams don't really keep up. Like, we're kind of the reason that they're catching up. To be fair, you look at their reputation, they are actually still climbing. And like in terms of competition reputation, Gibraltar's been a lock-in at second best, but I don't know even if it's possible to overtake the Premier League. I doubt we'll get this far into the save game streaming it and actually playing all the games, but I feel like we could probably get 20 seasons done, 20 to 25 before FM26. Has any other team won a European trophy? Good question. I think some of the teams have. They've never done well in the Champions League. I guess if I go here and flick through, right? So Europa have actually won a Europa League. When did they win it? 2038. So they won that 11 years ago. There's got to be a better screen for showing competitions, right? I guess it's this one. They actually finished... Wait, Europa finished runner-up in the Champions League. I forgot about that. 20... Did we beat them that year? I do not remember playing them. Granted, when you've played 70 seasons of a save game on and off. What did I say? 2038, chat. Oh, this year. Yeah. So I beat Europa FC in a Champions League final a few years ago. Yeah, I get the thing is, like, I could look at competition, kind of past winners, but then there's other competitions, right? Like the Europa League. So Europa Point haven't won anything. Glasses haven't won anything. Europa League runner-up. Red Imps finished runners-up like 19 years ago. So this gives you an idea. Like the Gibraltarian clubs have actually been good for decades at this point. It wasn't like it's taken till 2094 to get where they are now. In fact, they won you can see it, they won the Conference League 31 years ago. And they were runner-up like 30 years into the save game. So you can, like, the other teams can actually kind of improve and go on miracle runs. Lions finished runner-up in the Europa League. Conference League winners. Lynx have won it twice in like the last 10 years. Magpies won a Europa League 7 years ago and the Conference League a couple of years ago. Double Europa League runner-up. Conference League winners 3 times Manchester 62 FC. So, like, yeah, to answer the question of are the teams actually winning stuff, yeah, they are winning a decent amount. You can see here St. Joseph's have won a couple of Conference Leagues. St. Joseph's finished runners-up in 51, 52, so that's like 30 years in, isn't it? Mons Calpe runners-up early on. It's interesting, actually, how with the Gibraltarian clubs, like, all of them are fairly competitive. Like, there's quite a lot of parity behind me. Europa League. So I won a Europa League in 2037-38. So what's that, like 14 years into the save game? I won the Europa League. And then Mons Calpe won it in 68-69. The Champions Leagues are quite funny at this point. This team's so dominant that I've made. This is actually stupid. You can see why I slowed down playing this save game after a little bit. 8 Champions Leagues in a row is kind of stupid. And the irony being, like, this isn't a save game like I sing or dance about or like tweeted about or anything. I literally just played it in my own time. So we won a first Champions League in 47-48. So that's like 23 years into the save game. And we were runner-up the year before that too. You can see, though, how, like, I won it once or twice, but, like, it wasn't for a little while after that you start to, like, actually consistently win. Chelsea have been like the pain in the ass over recent years. I keep playing Chelsea in the final. So yeah, being realistic, I win a Champions League in 2047-48. I think with Gibraltar Apex, I should win a Champions League in 25 seasons. That'll be the aim, chat. Win a Champions League in 25 seasons. That should be doable, right? We'll see. Someone earlier, by the way, asked about what's the hardest save in FM, right? Do you want to see what my actual answer is, chat, for the hardest save in FM? I have covered this in a video. So you want to, on the database update here, you want to go for, I think it's the bottom one. Yeah, the bottom one here, 24.000. If you want like a genuinely impossible save game, because I know some people say, Jack, the game's too easy, I want something harder. I was actually considering doing this for a YouTube series, this save game. I don't know if I will or not, because I don't think you can do it. Hey, Andreas, mate, thank you for the raid. Thank you. I hope you had a good stream, dude. Appreciate it a lot. That's very kind of you. I didn't mean to do that. Use profile. I got to remember which team it is now. There's a team here. I can't remember. Is it Dalian Pro or is it Shenhua? I think it's Shenzhen. That's June, April. Yeah, it's this one. This is the hardest save in Football Manager, chat, if you want a real challenge. Shenzhen in China. So you have no staff. You have no players. It gets better. It gets better. Let me save this. Nah, this is harder than a Hong Kong youth chat. You'll get sacked. I don't think you can actually not get sacked from this job. So you start with a transfer ban, right? Your media prediction is bottom. You start with a transfer ban. You start with a squad of... How many players is this? 9 players. But Wakaso, it can't play club football until June. And Alessandrini, who you might remember, can't play football until March. Actually, so I think he can play the first game of the season. But Wakaso can't play till halfway through the year. You're under a transfer embargo, so you can't sign anyone. And the issue you have is all the players want to force transfers and leave. And you have no transfer budget and no wage budget. You can't not get fired in this save game. Because you start with like financial issues, like debt. You've got £26 million of debt. And you're paying $250,000 of it a month whilst not getting anyone turn up. You do have a big stadium, but no one's going to be turning up and watching you. And yeah, if you try and sign it, I mean, you can't sign anyone because if you try and sign them, you're under transfer embargo until the start of next season. Until February next season, you're under a transfer ban. And then when the ban... If somehow you don't get sacked, but you would get sacked, China has some crazy rules around registration. So you're allowed a maximum of 7 foreign registered players. That's not the bad one. You're allowed a maximum of 2 new foreign players each window and a maximum of 10 squad selection changes. Where's the rules at chat? I hate this screen so much. Essentially, you're limited on the number of new signings you can make per season in China. Youth team, you have no youth players. In real life, they released all their youth players. Can you... Oh, good news. You can sign all the grayed out virtual players. I think. So you can sign these guys who are... They're not going to keep you up, obviously. If I do that and then... But yeah, this save game, I don't think it's possible to not get fired in. Okay, so I've signed all these players on 1-year deals. But the issue, now I'm over the wage budgets, the board are going to be unhappy about that. I mean, look at the chat, look at the wages. Yeah, in real life, the team dissolved, I'm pretty sure. Like, the team literally doesn't exist anymore. But in Football Manager, you can try and save them. This is your best player in terms of strikers. I don't think you can do this save game and not get... I genuinely think you'd get fired. Because the board get unhappy if you don't sell anyone to help repair the financial damage. But obviously if you sell players, you can't then sign players either. So, not an easy save game. So if you want a challenge, this is the one. You can't sign players for a year and you have no money and you've got £14 million worth of debt to try and kind of deal with. So for the person who's like, I want a challenge. Here's your challenge. I literally don't think you could not get fired. Because all the players ask to leave as well. Or at least, I think they used to. It might have changed, actually, because obviously the AI is different to how it was on the release of the game. Part of me feels like I should do this as a save game on YouTube, and it might be quite funny to like just do it as a not-so-serious save game and just see how many episodes it lasts for. Pick a friendly. Do we have a second team to play? We don't. But now the game has generated more virtual players, chat. So now you can sign these players if you want to round off your squad. Again, you'll be going over the wage budget, but you can. You can at least actually... Can you sign... Actually, can you sign these guys? I don't even know if you could then register them. Also, you have no staff, I've just realised. Yeah, you have no... All the staff have left. Oh, it's telling me I've not... You've only selected 10 outfield players. You must select 11. I don't have an 11th player to select. Chat, the game is soft locked. There literally isn't enough players. Oh, wait. Hold, we can sign some new ones. Tell you what, these grade virtual players that the game generates are a godsend. It doesn't let me register them, though, because they don't sign until tomorrow. I guess you have to holiday for a day. Can you tell that they didn't play test this save game? Because why would there ever be a team that has no players? What a stupid idea. We met expectations in a dominant win. Let's go, Zhang Yuan. The thing is, this guy's not bad, but he's only contracted for 1 more year. Do you want to sign a new deal? No, because I can't offer contracts more than a year long. Welsh Des, mate. By the way, thank you so much for the Prime. I missed that 2 minutes ago. Appreciate the 11 months. Chat, I don't think this save game's possible. Should we just go on holiday indefinitely and see if I get fired? How long do we reckon? Maybe they'll keep me. I kind of want to come back like in April and see if players are still unhappy. I mean, this save game, like I said, it is just the hardest save game. You have to manage all the under-19 games as well, by the way, because there's no under-19 staff. So that's another angle of fun. You literally don't have an under-19 squad. I'm confused why they play games. We won a game. We won a game. We won a game. I think you can sign new staff, but you don't have money to sign new staffs. What's after Wanderers? I don't know yet. Wait, are we getting some results? Surely not. Is that a youth team game? Some of these are youth team games. Some of them are league games. Don't be deceived by the wins. The team's actually going to win the league, imagine. I mean, we're not getting battered. But to be fair, there are actually 2 other Chinese teams under transfer embargo for the first half of the season. Is this going to be a journeyman save game? This is not an actual save game, just to be clear. This is... I finished streaming the Udinese save game. The next stream we're going to do of FM is going to be the Gibraltar save game kicking off on Friday. But someone was just asking earlier, what's the hardest save in FM? And I think it's this. So I just wanted to see... Right, chat, it's May. How badly is it going? We got a draw. That's big. Do you have a take on the engine mods at FM? I tried some of them. I don't think they improve it. I think they just make the game feel different. If Football Manager feels stale to you, because we've been on the same version of the match engine since November 2023, I don't blame you for using the mods. But for me, they don't actually make the match engine better. They just make it different. Well, the good news is Dalian Pro, who are also under transfer embargo until June, are also fucked too. So we're just getting fucked together with them. That's the big derby, basically. They've got Elkert here as their key man. We might beat them, chat. I don't want to big up too much. That could be the game. Wait, we lost them already. Now, scratch it. We're worse. The goal difference ain't great. How unhappy are the players? Alessandrini wants to leave. Picasso is still unavailable. How's the finances? Chat, we've lost quite a lot. This season we've earned 850k. We've spent 1.3 million. Yeah, you're gonna run out of money very quickly in this save game too. Is there a way to watch your Football Manager World Cup stream from last year? I think it's available on the FIFA E YouTube channel, but I think it's like a hidden unlisted link, but it's accessible through their website, but I couldn't tell you for certain. With near post corners, it seems possible. The issue is you're not going to have anyone who can win the ball in the air. I mean, there probably is a chance you could stay up. Like if you absolutely min-max and like use like the game-breaky tactics that we now know exist because Football Manager's been out on the same match engine patch for 15 months. It is basically Alessandrini to glory. That is accurate. The transfer window is about to open. Should we see what the state of our squad is? At least the game sim's quick. We are now in debt. D. There's a lot of red, isn't there? There's a lot of red. Do you still find you in the game despite no new game in sight? Because despite installing all the mods to update it to the new states, it still feels weird. I still enjoy it. It doesn't bother me. Really. It ain't looking good, chat. The good news is players aren't kicking off about wanting to leave. Bad news, we are a little way away from safety now. I never actually tested the save game to see if you get sacked at the end of the year, if you get relegated. What's the Stranger Board Culture Recite? I missed what it was. The issue is the other teams in a similar situation to you. Their transfer embargo ends in June, so they can start hiring players. I agree, Manatee, that 8 points isn't very much, but this team has 1 point so far. I encourage you to play the save game yourself and let me know how you get on. Can only sign Chinese goalkeepers. Oh, that's just a rule in China, Reese. In China, they made a rule when teams started signing foreign players to outlaw non-Chinese goalkeepers. Did we win a game? Someone said a win, but was it our youth? It was our youth team winning. Good news though, they can't afford to sack us. So swings and roundabouts, innit? Oh, Dalian Pro next, chat. This is the winnable game. Are you ready? Fuck. Let me check. Did they start signing players again? Ah, yeah, look. It got to July and they signed... How many players did they signed 12 players in the summer window, chat. They fixed their squad. We'll use the term fixed very loosely, but they actually have players. I don't know what you're thinking. These players are awful. Still better than mine. They've got Wei Kang. How am I meant to compete with this? Admittedly, like, the players they've signed aren't good. They're better than the greyed-out virtual players. If people feel like trying this save game, please try it and let me know how you get on playing it. I feel like if you absolutely cheese the game of like game-breaking corner tactics, game-breaking tactics in general, you probably can stay up. I've got fired. I've been fired. Oscar's still in China IRL. He's just gone back to Brazil now. They sacked me. They sacked me, chat. Someone asked when I last got fired in Football Manager. I guess this counts, right? Now, I know what you're thinking, Jack. You're just bad. You are holiday. Shall we see if they get a win in the rest of the season? Because I don't think they will. Last game is on the 5th of November. So let's go to the 6th of November. If they now get a win, I do look like a noob. I fully accept that. I mean, the Dalian Pro job's available. Are they going to win a game? I'm actually curious to see what kind of wage budget you get given for the next season as well. Like I said, I've not actually done any tests on this Sega and see how truly impossible it is. Oscar obviously made a lot of money in China, but it's kind of interesting. The money in China has been scaling down when it comes to Chinese football. And he stuck out, his children speak Chinese, well, Mandarin. Actually, it might be Cantonese in Guangzhou. I'm not sure. They got one more draw, chat, in the rest of the season. They've still got a transfer ban until February. So, that's not great. Minus 1.5 million. It's not looking good for them. Let's see what happens in the next season. I'll go to the day their transfer ban ends. But yeah, with Oscar, I think it is easy to judge a lot of footballers for going to China and securing the bag. But like Fellaini as well, I feel like the players who really stuck out long term clearly enjoyed it there. They built up lives there. I mean, by all accounts, standard of living in China, especially if you're wealthy, is pretty bloody good. Hey, Boggy, we've finished with Udinese. If you want to go watch the rewindy bit and watch it back without spoilers, feel free to. I'm just messing around with some Football Manager stuff to test a save game that I think is impossible. Just to see what happens with it, because I've not actually done any extensive testing. Beijing IT, chat. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you're never going to understand. Okay, chat. New season, Beijing IT. Oh, I love them. I love my team. My Chinese football team is Beijing IT. Right. Where's Shenzhen? Okay, bad news, everyone. They have lost Alessandrini, but Wakaso is still here for one more year. That's unfortunate for him, isn't it? What's their season prediction? 12th. It's not great. They've changed the stadium that they play at. I've never noticed. Why did they move stadiums? It doesn't say anything about a stadium name, but they've definitely moved stadiums. Their wage budget is 47,000. They're committed to spending 24,000. And now the transfer... Now the thingy's ended, chat. The transfer ban has ended. Do they bounce back at the first time of asking? So is this a new save? No. We're starting a new save on Friday in Gibraltar Enforcer. On Friday on stream, we're going to be starting a Gibraltar save game. On YouTube, after Wanderers wraps up, I'm going to be doing some shorter term kind of saves for slightly larger clubs. I'm looking at a team like Feyenoord for my next YouTube save, I think. But we'll see. Taking the team out to the transfer bank. That is actually a point. I wonder how... I don't know if you can really fix the finances, though. Because the amount of money you need to pay off per month, like that wage budget that they have, I think is going to get cut very quickly. Like Football Manager is always a bit weird with wage budgets and what it allows teams to have. Also, how quickly is this simulating? They should add stuff to FM24 because they cancelled FM25. But I'd rather they just focus on the next Football Manager rather than adding stuff to 24. Especially because 25 and 26 and all future Football Managers are in a completely different game engine. It's not like the stuff they've been working on for the past year can be put in FM24 easily anyway. Sevilla rebuilds will be cool. What's happening with Sevilla now? What place are they? I remember doing a video on Sevilla, covering Sevilla as a team to manage and talking about the fact they were a team in transition and that they needed a bit of a rebuild. But I can't remember what video I did it in. Go, Football Manager, go. Imagine if my game just normally simmed this quickly. How good would that be? Go, FM, go. Why has it gone slower? It's because the transfer window's open. Oh, Dom Wings, man of culture. Or woman of culture. But yeah, Beijing IT. Appreciate all of you guys hanging out with me. I appreciate that the end of this stream is kind of just tailed off into, I don't even know what we're doing now, really. We're on an adventure. But yeah, no, appreciate you guys hanging out. Hopefully you're enjoying the stream. Just a bit of a chilled end to things. As I already mentioned, next stream will be on Friday, where we'll be starting our new save game. I think I'm going to wrap up soonish anyway here. But, nah, it's been a fun chill actually. I really enjoyed the Udinese save as just a save to get back into streaming FM. Like, as much as I've been streaming F1 Manager, it is, like, different streaming a different game. Like, F1 Manager and FM, you kind of stream a bit differently. But I've really been enjoying things. Do you think we'll need a 5090 for FM26? No. I'm pretty sure you could get away with running FM26 on, like a 900 series. I don't think it's going to be the crisis of PC games in 2025, if that's your concern. They should add ray tracing to FM24. I don't think it's as easy as flicking a add ray tracing button in their custom match engine graphics engine they use. Gonna be honest here, Jack. The wife is very confused as to why you're now on the telly, and she has zero clue what's happening. But I don't know what's really happening either. Shall we? We need to check on the boys, chat. How are they doing? Shenzhen. They've avoided a drop by 6 points. It's not great. The overall bank balance has been miraculously healed. Is that a takeover that's happened? They scrapped the youth setup. Brilliant. They went into administration and then came out of it with a new chairman who's put money in and has slowly stabilised the club. But the wage budget now is 25,000. Which, in this league, is like the 10th highest. And they're still financially insecure. Yeah, Beijing IT got relegated. Chat, light a candle. Light a candle. So to answer the question, is this save game possible? Maybe? I mean, I'll be honest. I don't know if it'd be fun. But it might be possible. So there you go. Shenzhen FC. I think that's the hardest save game to do in FM. I did get sacked, even though I didn't manage a game, so I won't be counting it. Remember when you signed all those people for Beijing IT, I need to realise you couldn't play them. Yeah, that is a clip on the Work Extra Space, like, dead YouTube channel. In your new series, will you do a recap of your previous Gibraltar save of Apex? Probably not, Bryn, but there is the save game exists on YouTube, and there is like a final episode that I did that's like an hour long where I kind of recap it all. Do they sell the good players? Should we see? They sold Picasso for 30k. I assume Alessandrini just left on a free. Just wouldn't renew his contract because you wouldn't be able to pay it anyway. But there you go. There's a save game challenge for you, chat. Do it if you feel like it. I don't know if it'll be fun, but yeah. Shenzhen. Anyway, gang, I am going to wrap things up there for today. Appreciate you all just kind of hanging out with me and indulging in some Football Manager goodness. We will be live on Friday, probably like 7 p.m. Do a long kickoff stream of the new Gibraltar save game. And then over the weekend, I'll probably throw in some streams as well. Obviously, this week we are going to have Wanderers kind of kicking on. So if you've been enjoying that save game, keep your eyes peeled. Tomorrow's episode, I don't know if it's edited yet. I might be doing that straight after the stream. I thought I edited it on Friday and now I'm questioning myself. I recorded it on Friday. Yeah, I might have to edit tomorrow's YouTube video. I should have to stream. But I digress. It's only 10 p.m. on a Sunday. There's nothing like leaving it to the last minute. It's like being a student. Anyway, guys, we're going to wrap things up there. Appreciate you hanging out today. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream both on YouTube and Twitch. Appreciate all the love. If you're not already following on Twitch or you're not subscribed on YouTube, make sure to do that. Video dropping tomorrow at midday. I might have to edit it. I'll see you guys on Friday for more live action. And until then, enjoy the video content during the week, gang. Appreciate the support.